The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
So you didn't promote the show during the show.
I didn't what?
You let the people know that you did in the grill at this.
At that show thing. Yeah. At the Byron. Yeah, I told I did say my. Are we on? We're on.
Yeah, we're live. We're live again.
You could say hello. I mean, 5, 4, 3. Oh, because her hair's still up.
Right.
Her hair's still tight. If her hair is
she got her hair done?
Oh yeah, she was
last
on video.
Week?
Last week she was on video for her birthday. But she was on video.
Oh, okay.
And now she deletes a lot of our videos, but I'm sure she kept that one.
Yeah. She was on the show last week. I watched the show.
No, her hair was on.
Her hair was on the show.
Yeah. She was in the chair.
At least we know it was quiet. I mean,
not really.
No.
I don't know. All right.
As they say in the hood, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's right. It is Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I took care of my business like weeks ago.
Damn.
I ordered something off of it was a coffee cup mug. I gave it to her already, but it was cool.
A mug?
No, it's what's written on it.
Oh, can you share, or is it just too special?
No, it's just I'm always messing with her.
You're blowing on your coffee. Think of me.
Yeah.
No, I'm always
when it's hot, blow me. When it gets hot, blow me.
So
that's what I would have got.
And she gave me a card with some C's candy. But she did say
trying to get diabetes. I got you.
No, she wants. I like the little patties.
Oh, okay.
The milk patties, the dark milk patties.
You don't like turtles?
No. And then she's gonna, I guess, wherever I want to go eat. But so happy Valentine's Day.
You know where you want to go eat?
Yeah, let's find out where you want to go eat first.
What's your spot?
I was thinking about where we went for my birthday.
Yeah.
Burger King?
That was no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a good birthday. That was fun.
Yeah,
I'm glad you were able to join us. Me, Jeff.
Where did y'all go?
Peyton.
Where?
Downtown at
the
the
Morton's, was it?
Morton's.
Oh, Morton's is nice. The one downstairs, right? Yeah. I've been to that one.
Street.
Yeah.
That was nice. I had a nice time.
Yes.
Beautiful time. That was birthday. So and today, so it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I used to give my mom a Baby Ruth.
Valentine's Day?
Yeah, that's what I remember.
It's sweet.
I don't know if she ate it, but I never saw my mom eating chocolate.
You ever see her eat a Baby Ruth before?
No, I don't know why I gave her Baby Ruth. I don't know. Baby Ruth was just a popular candy, man.
Yes, it was.
I mean, you couldn't go wrong with a Baby Ruth.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody say, I don't want the Baby Ruth. Well, I don't like Baby Ruth.
But is that the chewy? The Baby Ruth was the peanut butter one?
No, it had the nuts in it.
Yeah.
If you don't know Baby Ruth, you don't know Baby Ruth.
Right.
No, I do know Baby Ruth. There was the little small. It was wrapped up in the little
all
orange.
Of them were wrapped up.
Well, it should have been. Package. Well, let's get to Halloween.
Right.
I mean, they gave the poison candy.
Right. That's a good point. That's
Baby raw.
What color was the wrapping of Baby Ruth?
I thought it was like a orange.
Nah.
That's Butterfinger.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
All right, Judge.
Oh, we got a candy connoisseur.
I don't know where she comes from. It's like God talks to us.
Okay, wait. Well, let him tell you. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
You know the Baby Ruth? That's your first. You had one shot. No, it was wrong.
I know it's chewy with peanut butter, correct?
Okay. Yes. You don't know the color of the wrapper, and you really don't know the candy.
All right. Well, I do know what it is, but it's been a while.
Yeah, you guess.
Right. Yeah, you get it. Okay. It's all right. What is it? It's silver. It's silver. She's looking it up now. She's got her glasses on and she's squinting.
Baby Ruth was in a white package.
No, Baby Ruth came in the silver. You started off as white. Now it's in silver.
Oh, okay.
Now it's in silver. It first started off in white, but so did. I'm thinking of Payday.
Payday. White
Payday. Maybe that's
white.
what I was thinking about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, Payday's white.
But
Payday
it
has
was chewy,
caramel
and it was,
and peanuts on the outside.
Right.
My favorite was the $100,000 bar, the grand.
100,000 grand.
That was one of my favorites, and one of my favorites is still today. And every time I go to the store, hardly anybody buys it, and it's always there.
What?
Chunky
what?
Chunky with
Chunky,
it's called chunky with the raisins in it. Yeah, we
like
that to be the
yeah. That kind of fell off though. That was,
I don't know why though.
Like a raspberry wrapper or a red wrapper.
No, it's like a silver. It's like a silver wrapper.
Yeah, it had raisins in it. I used to like it too. But it was like same thing with Raisin Bran cereal. I bought some Raisin Bran cereal the other day.
Okay.
I was just crazy. It looked good. Raisin Bran's original crunch. Well, plus it was on sale. That's what gets me too. It was like only $2.99.
Now my candy was Snickers, and then when whatchamacallit came out, that was
I like Peanut Chew.
So what's whatchamacallit? What's that? Was
like a wafer?
Okay. You said whatchamacallit.
That's the name of the
candy.
It is whatchamacallit? Yeah, oh, okay. See, I'm trying to crack a joke, and you, damn. I never knew that was a candy. Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, whatchamacallit. Yeah.
Wafer. Chocolate wrap.
The one I didn't like.
Kit Kat was cool.
That they pushed.
I didn't like Kit Kats.
You know which one?
What?
The Reggie Jackson bar.
Reggie bar.
It was kind of crunchy. Yeah. They tried to. I mean, I don't know.
No. I think they made them in Mexico.
I can deal with a Butterfinger every now and then.
Hey Reggie, we know you hit home runs in America, but we're going to go ahead and make this bar in Mexico.
Why, with this show, you hear the others talking, however, you don't see them? Oh, maybe it's because is it my
You need a panoramic view.
Tell them to go to the YouTube.
Go to the YouTube.
Yeah, go to YouTube.
Go to the YouTube. Okay, and you can see the whole thing. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that yet because some people do the whole panoramic thing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I'll work on that. Maybe Jeff's wife can help us since she got us the little thing. But
shout out to Jazzy.
Yeah, Jeff. Jeff is on assignment right now.
Absolutely.
He's
working with Rihanna right now.
Yeah.
In the delivery room.
Not yet.
So, okay, everybody, Super Bowl.
Hey, I want to do something before we get started.
That's in sports.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
He jumped up on it.
Well, I mean,
Fuck?
it was the elephant in the room.
It wasn't.
But okay. Hey, I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Dannon Green.
And our boy Jeff is
on assignment.
I saw him the other day.
I
drove by at his club, said hi.
I went by too.
Did you see him?
Yeah, I went by the other night.
Oh, did he let you in?
Yeah.
I don't go in.
Jeff shows me mad love.
I don't go in. Jeff shows everybody mad love, except Franz.
There was a couple honeys in there.
You know, like...
No, it was a couple babes in it. You know what's funny though? It's funny you mentioned that name because that night I went. This was my night. I was rolling this night. Mm-hmm. I went to the Pan African Film Festival.
Okay.
Right. I was over there. Went to a screening. Right, of this movie called Fear. Mm-hmm. Did you hear about that movie that's coming out? Fear. It's a black horror film.
Yeah, Fedorov.
Yeah.
Right. Fed. Yeah.
Pan African
I went
Film
there.
Festival.
Well, yeah. And then I went to go see Fear. And then from there, I said, you know what? Let me hang out a little bit. So I went to the district.
Okay.
Saw some dudes up there. Saw Franz up in there. So it's funny you should mention him. Mm-hmm. I left Franz and went over to. I left the district after an hour there. Went over to Pips.
Okay.
So I said, okay, so I was kicking with Pips.
All black owned, I might add.
Yes, thank you. That's God again.
Yeah.
Heavenly Father. Okay, all black owned. And then from Pips, I said, you know what? Let me go see my boy.
Oh, you had gas.
I had gas in the car, full tank. And I remember when I wasn't here on the show, Jeff said, I really like Dannon. I saw the show. I remember that. That was the show you said I was partly funny and I heard your stuff. But we'll talk about that later. So I said, let me go see Brother Jeff.
I can't believe he actually listens to the show.
I listen to the show.
He needs a life.
Oh, don't think I don't listen to the show.
I feel bad that I think you should listen to
I feel like
Denzel,
when Denzel was giving them, you motherfuckers right here. I'm putting cases on all y'all.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then I went to go see Jeff and hung out over there. Then went to the chicken spot across the street. That place is pretty good. You go to that spot across the street from Jeff's, from the Dime?
I don't like that place.
You been there?
Yeah, chicken's hot too. It's spicy for me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
that's
then
squirrel meat.
And then I went there.
The squirrel strips.
But yeah, it was good. But I would like to do something before we get on to the show. I know it's Valentine's Day, and I'm known for not liking women.
Valentine.
Yeah, so
that's a new one.
Oh, well, whatever it is, but
you're known for not liking women.
Yeah. But I wanted to do something special today. So I went out and brought our producer
I never had that.
some flowers.
Oh.
So if she would,
You have to realize she's not a real producer.
I know, but I wanted to make her feel special.
We're not real radio people. This is not even a real radio
You got
show.
those on Adams or Jefferson?
Actually, I got them on Crenshaw.
You actually bought them off as you were driving?
Yes.
That's no thought.
That is a thought because I was thinking about it,
That's called a stoplight. Means you had to
and
stop.
I paid cash for it.
All right.
They don't take credit.
Oh, they don't.
Right.
Okay,
I
okay.
ain't seen none of them out there with a
No
machine.
wonder he kept looking at me when I had my card out.
Yeah. You didn't go to
He
Conroy.
didn't even say nothing. He just kept looking like. I said, "Yo, my man, the traffic behind me." I said, "Oh, my bad. You only take cash." So I wanted Poetess. Can you come around that way, Poetess?
Dannon is saying.
No,
Oh,
you gotta come on. You gotta come on and
People
get
wanna
it.
see
No,
you.
she doesn't want to be seen. Look at her.
People
She-
wanna
You gotta
see
come on. No,
her.
you gotta come on and get these flowers.
Don't do that to her, man. Whatever shot she got.
I don't
she's
care
blowing
what
it.
shot she don't got. Come over here and get these flowers.
Lord, have
Yeah,
mercy.
people want to see you.
Thank you. And if I took the time to get them, you could come.
You took a
She's
stoplight.
your queen to be.
That's for you, Poetess.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. I know, yeah, because I know how loved I am sometimes.
That's right.
So I just wanted to do something nice. You're the only woman that got the flowers from me, and I got some bras I'm tagging, and
What?
they didn't even get no flowers.
All right, well, they probably saying the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm
to the
tagging,
other dude.
I'm
To the
tagging a
other
lot
dude.
of guys.
Yeah.
And they, Danny, I wasn't worried. I didn't need Danny's flowers.
That's cool.
He do his
Blooded.
job. He's supposed
Yeah.
to come box it.
I threw that layup up
Hilarious.
there, huh? I'm my fault.
Some women know what they want. They don't need no flowers.
So Poetess, that's for you for being a great producer.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Happy
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
I said Valentine, right?
No.
What I say?
Valentine.
well, at least we know.
Oh,
At
okay.
least we know your flowers were watered.
Yes. Yes. By the way, be careful. That is not actually water. Saliva, baby. But you know, I talked to it and kept the flowers alive.
Okay. Okay. All right. So it is. I guess we're gonna get in. She'll have Rihanna and her stuff,
Ugh.
and you'll have sports and your stuff. And I guess we gotta. It is Black History Month.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of, and I'm assuming you're going to cover the commercials because I didn't pay attention to any of them.
The first commercial was good.
Okay, but the Black History Month thing, I mean, the whole. I thought it was really funny. Someone said, "Why does Jesus need advertisement?"
Right.
And I thought that was.
Yeah, everybody tripped off that one.
Yeah, he's not already famous.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I don't mess with the Lord.
No,
I know it's jokes, but I don't mess with
no,
God.
we're not. We're not even. That wasn't even a joke.
Yeah.
I know.
It was
I
a
know.
real
I'm playing. I'm
commercial.
just being an asshole, Blue, because that's what I do.
Now you're struggling with it.
I know. See, because I'm not really one.
He's in
Yeah,
character.
be who you are. Don't be, Jeff is who he is, and you know that's why.
I miss Jeff.
Okay, we get it. You're lonely. You got friends now.
I'm over here by myself in the corner. I know you ran him off. What'd you do to Jeff, man? Jeff just don't show up.
Jeff, hey man, Jeff's a grown man.
He hustling.
Jeff is a grown man.
He's doing that.
And
Oh, he's
that's
doing
what
that
it
dope
takes.
again.
No, no, don't put that on that.
Okay, I was just asking.
No, that's not. We don't put that on. I mean, that's my issue. Is we put too much negative stuff on brothers.
Okay.
That's why whenever I see a brother with a woman, I say, "Hey, is that your wife?" I'm gonna start there.
And then when you find out that it's a
It's
sister,
not, no, it's not
and
his
then
wife.
his wife
Well,
passed.
No, that's fine. No, but I'm saying is that if you're is that your wife? Are you guys married?
You ain't even gotta say that. Just say, hey man, who's your friend?
No. If
I got a question.
Yeah.
And I want the chat rooms and poetesses
People don't know anything in that chat. But go ahead. They know something. They
chime
know what
in
it
on
is.
this. Now making pasta, right?
Okay.
Spaghetti, angel hair, whatever your choice is. Long string pasta. Do you cook it whole or do you break it in half?
Ooh, you want to go first, Lou?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So what I do is I break it in half.
Okay.
But what I do, what a lot of people don't do, is I put oil in the water.
Olive oil.
Yes, any kind of oil, cooking oil, whatever, because that way it doesn't stick
Okay.
together. And then I just break it. And then usually if you're doing spaghetti,
Yeah.
obviously the the macaroni noodles, you can just pour them in there, But that's why you need definitely oil in there because they're so compact together. Okay. But I break it up.
Okay, spaghetti. P, do you break your pasta or you cook it
I
whole?
do break my pasta in half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lewis.
It makes more too.
Well,
Yes.
It depends on the pot size. If I'm in an industrial kitchen and the pot's bigger, then I don't have to do that. It depends on how much I'm making.
Did he say industrial kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you cook at an industrial kitchen?
Well, the kitchen you can have one in your home if it's big enough.
Okay.
I'm talking about the stove, the wolf stove.
If you're not in the industrial
You're on the
kitchen,
wolf
do you
stove.
break it?
Well, if you're on, again, it depends on how much.
I think
you're
it's just the
making.
pot size, really.
You got a saucepan or you got the full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Hey,
you got a
okay, let
wolf-
me ask you a question along with that. So you making pasta? Say you making spaghetti and a meat sauce or whatever. Do you cook the spaghetti first, or do you make your meat sauce first, or do you do it at the same time? Because the meat can cook kind of quick.
No, you make the sauce and the meat and get that all, nice and bubbling, and then put the pasta on. But breaking the pasta is fucking sacrilegious. You don't break the fucking pasta.
What are you talking about?
You don't do that.
Well,
Why?
I think the pasta breaking came when we were working with smaller pots.
This was the big argument at the party. All the guys like, you don't break the pasta. The girls like, no, you break it because you get more. You don't break the fucking pasta.
So y'all had a fight at a party.
Fight.
Over who broke the pasta.
You don't break the pasta.
Man, you break the pasta, bruh.
All right, that was good. That's
We in the
good.
kitchen, we hear, like, what happened? She broke the pasta. Don't put that in that water.
Now, is that a geographical thing?
That's why I threw the question out there.
Where were they from?
People from here.
Well, I'm from the East Coast and we do it.
Well, I mean, I think that's probably an interesting topic to speak of to the people, like you said in the chat room. What things happened, like usually over the holiday or now it's Super Bowl when you have a gathering of people. I think Super Bowl is different because you got a gathering of different people that you might not know.
Right.
Holidays is more or less family, so hopefully the tradition has that conversation's already happened at another Thanksgiving way before. The young person broke it and they got checked.
But I'm saying that was the thing that brought everybody together.
Well, my thing is,
So what
if you have a
what
party,
else
you bring the food.
No, but what else brings? Well, no, some people cook. If you got a
Okay,
nice house,
the party I went to, man, it was big, and everybody they had everything from oxtail down to Asian food. I mean, and it was all cooked though, so it was good.
was it cooked by the people, different people?
Different people brought it, and then they had I think the Jamaican food was catered, but everybody else brought some type of. I mean, it was a big party, man, up in Woodland Hills.
So that's my thing: to break or not to break the pasta.
Okay, so most of the guys in the chat room are saying do not break. And it says, Dannon,
Of
no
course.
oil. All you need to do is, as soon as you put it in the water, is stir it and it won't stick.
Yeah.
I don't know who those people are, but those people don't know how to cook. You have
But
to
I say that
because you have to. Go ahead, TDP.
And they say you don't make spaghetti, you make spitgetti.
Tell them, but guess what? And it tastes the same.
I think
That was rude.
I think that's one of the
But I like
top
it.
subjective things as far. Well, we know that is because everyone has.
Now
different
me, I put a
tastes.
little salt in the water and I put a little olive oil. In
Thank
the
you,
water.
TDP.
I do that.
Because if you don't, what happens is this: if your pasta when it starts cooking, it gets sticky. So if you have a lot of pasta in the bowl, it's automatically going to start sticking with the other pasta. That's why when you put the oil in it and you start stirring it, it automatically separates it.
To avoid that, I just put a little dip of spaghetti sauce in it.
But see, think about it. You put something in it. You just don't cook it straight water.
Right, yeah, I know.
So-
I cook it with
Well,
water with a dash of salt, stir it before it sticks together,
Okay.
and then when it comes out, I'll put like a little cup of sauce in it to keep it from sticking. But do you guys throw it on the wall to see if it sticks, to see if it's done?
Yeah, I
Don't
do it
waste
all,
a piece.
Yeah.
No, why would you
Yeah.
throw a piece?
That's
of
how
food?
some
Tradition.
Italian
people.
rule.
That's how some people determine if the pasta
Yeah,
is
that's
done.
why they got roaches.
Is if you throw it on the wall
Yeah.
and it sticks, it means it's done.
Nah.
7 minutes is done. 6 minutes is al dente. When you cook it.
If you overcook it, you can overcook it. You know that.
Now, here's the thing. You have to drain it and run it in cold water to stop the cooking process.
Now
'Cause it's still
that
cooking.
I don't do that one.
Okay.
I drain it, but I don't do the cold water.
You don't cool. You don't.
No, I just
Okay.
what I do is I just cooked some the other night and I had lamb.
So
I'm sorry, I thought everybody.
I had lamb.
So I cooked it and then I put it in the strainer, and then I already had the meat cooked. And then what I do is I put the pasta right in the bowl and then I pour the meat over it.
Got you.
And then I take whatever I'm going to eat and then I put the rest right in the fridge.
You don't let it cool down.
Nah, I just put it in. Nah.
All right, so that's our pasta talk.
So you
for
get
the day.
salmonella.
I wanted to discuss. I was thinking about you sent that clip. I don't know if we're going to show that clip, which was really interesting. You sent a clip of Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
when he was young. Well, I think that was.
He was 7 years old.
Yeah, I don't know. No, then that wasn't his first performance, because he started when he was like 2 or 3 with his.
Well, they say
uncles.
5.
With his uncles.
Is that when he was tap dancing
Yeah,
with the hat on?
And he ate the sandwich.
He was 4, I think. When
No, I
that-
don't know if he wanted.
Yeah, you can play it right now.
Okay.
I think he was 4 when this one was.
He was 7.
Yep. He was 7 here?
Yeah. Is that a ham sandwich?
Might have been turkey.
Now, interesting. Did you notice?
And that's
how-
where Red Fox got that walk from.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Did you notice how he was almost the same size as his people, the 2 gentlemen behind him? Did you notice how short they were?
No.
Could you play that again? Look at how he's almost their height. Oh, I didn't notice my man already eating the chicken back there. Now, do you notice? I didn't notice that the 2 guys were eating chicken.
Yeah, I was wondering, what's the deal with the chicken?
It was a banquet.
A stereotypical banquet
No,
in
I'm gonna
1935.
assume, now I'm going to assume that the way they were performing, it seemed like they were in front of a white audience.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the times that I've seen these type of shows in film, and it was a black audience. There was more gyration, there was more rhythm, there was more movement.
At the juke joint.
Right. It was more. You could tell they were performing in front of black people when it was on the chitlin circuit, and there it looks like they were standard giving it to it. The chicken really threw it off. I mean, that told the tale, because I didn't notice them eating the chicken.
Yeah, I would have thought the latter, what you just said, not the first part. Because I think when you tap dancing, you just tap dancing. But with the chicken, that lets me know whoever the stage manager was in that, hey, you got to hold the chicken. We need the chicken to be shown and take a bite when you finish.
No, I don't think anyone told. I think that was part of their act.
To have the chicken?
Yes, that was during the time when that's how they performed.
Okay.
'Cause they weren't in blackface. They were just coming out of blackface.
Yeah.
They were
But it
just
was
coming
still
out.
stereotypical.
Yes.
No, it was
right?
definitely no.
It
I'm
was
not saying it was.
stereotype.
I'm not saying it wasn't. Yeah, but we were just coming out of blackface.
Somebody probably was eating watermelon too.
Definitely. But that was how they. That's what I'm saying. It was in front of a white audience
During segregation.
during segregation, and then in the chitlin circuit, I'm sure it was funnier and more rhythm.
Yeah.
With the it was probably salmon croquettes. But yeah, that was and that's interesting, because I think I sent you a few clips that were like Black History. Well, I thought they were seen as Black History clips. Now, to think that man right there, that talented man, didn't have any formal education, didn't go to school.
And white folks love them some Sammy Davis Jr.
And the women.
I mean,
he turned out to be Jewish.
He turned his,
Yeah, but I mean,
he converted, I think in the 60s
They
or
all
70s.
converted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I mean, him and Eartha Kitt are amazing to me, that they can sing in different languages, speak different languages, but they,
Right.
And I noticed a lot of people, like my parents, who didn't have a high school education, they can really cursive really well.
They can write?
Yeah,
Yeah.
cursive.
Yeah.
Their penmanship is
Right.
really good. It's really
Kids today don't know how to do it.
no, I barely do.
I don't think kids know how to sign a check.
They took cursive out of school.
Yeah.
On their
Well, yeah,
laptops.
now the sign checkers are going beep.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I thought that was. Is it another clip that has some significance? Since we're here, we might as well. I don't know. What does Black History mean to you?
February.
What does it mean to you?
Um,
And
Black-
when did you become aware of it?
oh, probably 6th grade. But no, because I don't even know if we had Black History Month back then. Did we have it back then? I mean, I remember Black History, but I don't know if we had that month. But when we were given the month,
I think it was a week. We have to look it up.
When was So
we'll have our producer that you gave flowers.
Yes,
to look it up.
That's why I did it, so she can do a better job. Yes,
Fact Frida.
But I didn't get any Black History videos from you, Louis.
No Black people. All my Black people.
No.
See,
I think
once you get a job at Harvest Westlake,
no, I can tell you. I named them.
Girl, you know I
kind of named them.
Lenny Williams over
tell
here.
me.
Well, Black History Month to me, I mean, it kind of offends me actually.
It does.
Because we get a month. Black people hardly talk about it until we get.
Okay. Oh, no, go ahead.
Until we get the parade. After the parade,
stand for something.
You don't really hear anything about it. And then I'm looking at all of these other nationalities and agendas that are being pushed, and they're getting not only Black History, not only a month, but they're getting time and they're getting this. And I just don't think that I don't think we honor it the way that it should be honored.
You mean we as Black people?
Yes, we as Black people.
Yeah. You say stuff like that. That's interesting.
I'm just being real. I mean,
how do you? I mean, you say we don't honor it, and what does that mean?
Because
I think it's
because we
in a way that who should see it.
Okay. As I was saying, it's not honored in a way that to me, it's more than a month. So when you say Black History, it's almost like, okay, the month, we might have the parade and we might do a couple of things, but then I don't see that same type of push and I won't say love, but push to go on to continue throughout the year, like you do Spanish people or other nationalities that keep pushing.
So when you do Spanish people and you say pushing, how they have their month, their Heritage Month, they have a Hispanic Heritage Month. Mm-hmm. So do you say the same thing to them? I
don't worry about them.
No, you just compared them.
I compared it, but I don't worry about them.
But what I'm saying is you're putting out there that we don't do it as well as they do it.
I didn't say that we don't do it as well. I said we don't continue.
What is continue? But that's what I'm saying. You have to have a gauge of what continuing is to measure it against someone else.
I feel.
What don't we do in March or April or May?
We don't talk about it.
Who doesn't talk
Black
about
people?
it? Black people talk about blackness every day in their house.
We should be talking about what we have. We should be talking about what we have done for this country and our community continue.
Who so that we can about that? You're talking about the TV people?
Yes, everybody.
Okay, so that's not us.
It's still us too.
No, we're not in control of what we put on TV.
We still, BET is.
Come on, BET's not owned by us.
Oh, what still is black?
There's nothing owned by us.
Okay, so that doesn't mean that we still can't push it. We got social media.
You keep saying us. It's not us. It's the powers to be. Okay. I think individual black people do that. That's how they sustain themselves. We do honor ourselves every day.
Slow down, but
no,
Louis,
you're saying that
for no reason.
No, but you're saying that.
No,
I'm yelling because that's what I want to do.
Okay,
but I'm saying that. Sure, you can sit there and don't yell.
No, because you're taking an opinion, and I'm not.
No, that's okay.
It's just my opinion.
But I'm here. That's you don't have to go there.
Okay. When I do go here, I'm always told to come way back down.
No, that's what you tell yourself. I don't know who tells you that. It's not black people.
Okay.
It's not black people.
You work at Harvest Westlake. You may not be black no more, but keep going.
No. You're saying the opposite, and I disagree with that.
Go ahead, TDP.
Go ahead.
Here's why we have an issue with that, because you said it in your statement. We don't own it. Everything that we created, they stole. So why would they shine a light on us when we the ones who keep stealing from you every day?
Or they stole, or we sold.
No.
The BET didn't have to sell.
Man, come on.
BET did not have to sell.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick.
You named one thing compared to everything that's done to us in this world.
That was our main thing.
Come on, man.
Yes or no? Go ahead,
That's our
TDP.
main thing.
Bob Johnson was selling it for $2.5 billion.
Yeah.
He said nobody black had the money to get it.
But why sell it?
He wanted to go black because he was going in the aerospace.
Airline, exactly, which we haven't seen that yet.
He was going in aerospace.
Yes.
So, he ran his course with that. He went to everybody look like us first. It didn't happen.
Let me ask you a question, both of you. Would you have sold it?
Yeah, if I wanted to sell it.
No, I'm just saying. Okay, so if you want to sell it, would you have sold it?
If it depends on what my business. It depends on what it's. That's his. You can't tell him It's his personal thing of he's not doing anything derogatory to black people because he sold that.
See, you got to remember, I didn't say he did anything derogatory. But
You
what
know,
I'm saying is
why
that
he
we don't
sold it.
own it.
I'll say I'm more upset that the family sold Bruce's Beach after getting it back 100 years later. They sold it back to the city of
Manhattan Beach.
Yeah,
Manhattan Beach.
for $20 million. Should they have kept that land and built upon it? I mean, do we know the reasons why they did sell it?
And
They fought for years to get that land.
Right.
Bruce's Beach was taken from a family, the Bruce family, over 100 years ago. And they had been fighting to get it back. They fought the city, and the city finally gave it back to them. And
Poetess,
they
can I ask you a
sold
question?
it back to the city. I have more of a problem with that than Bob Johnson because that's how networks and stuff are being sold every day. Why can't we
I just feel
benefit
like
from that?
I personally felt, and I said this when it happened, on God, I said, because they was trying to make it sound like, and Bob Johnson himself was like, I'm still going to be involved in it. But he only sat on the board for 5 years. And I remember saying that. And I said, it's not black owned anymore. And that hurt us.
And the other thing is, black businesses, I think, can only go so far, and they have to sell. Like, even I see a lot of big entertainers, they start with black managers, but black managers can only take them so far in their career. That's
It's a glass ceiling.
yeah.
I don't know. That's
Now with the beach property, like they held on it to it so long that they would get to the family members who really don't care, don't have no invested interest in that. So they're not gonna maintain it, or they're not gonna get funds from this or that because they starving them out. We gonna give you the property back, but you ain't gonna really be able to do nothing.
you ain't gonna make no money off it.
So it's in our best interest just going to give it back because it was never with us anyway.
It's the same thing that's happening up in the valley. Harvest Westlake, and he knows this. Just brought the golf land, right over there by they're gonna make a big complex and all that. And so the golfers were like, damn, why are they selling this land? This is but the family, which it's been in the family for over 100 years. Yeah. But now all of the siblings, everybody wants, they had no interest in it. So
hold that coon commentary. We have a call.
I don't know why this got to be coon, but
call you on the air.
Yeah, because you just spoke of something
Good
that
Lord.
wasn't true
I don't know what you mean. Was it not true?
about the Wellington thing.
Wait a minute, hold on. What you mean it's not true?
I said
I'm
we
just
have a
telling you,
call.
trust me. Here we go. We got a call.
Yes, you have a call. I'm trying to round you porch monkeys in. It's Jeff Brown.
GB.
Hey, Jeff Brown.
Welcome
How
back.
are you, gentlemen?
Good. Happy History Month.
Did you and Lewis make up?
Did me and Lewis? No, me and Lewis never really make up. It's just a to be continued.
Gotcha.
This is what happens when you get two educated inner city black men together. Generally, either they mix well or they don't. And me and Lewis, who I love and count him as my elder statesman in comedy, we get to these places. But I do. I love Lewis.
Pawn the king four. Pawn the king four.
Oh yeah, dude.
Your turn.
When I'm actually playing chess right now.
Go ahead. Pawn the king four. Your move.
Actually, Lewis was one of the dudes. He's an upperclassman to me, seriously. I used to think he was so fucking cool with that comedy act theater jacket on. I did. I wanted one because Lewis had one.
Right.
And then look, you beat me to a J. Anthony Brown one. Okay, there you go too.
Yes.
That's hilarious. Anyway, the concept of Black History Month is just like every other group of holidays, and I think we're kind of missing the point. If you look very closely, all holidays are about 30 days apart to prop up commerce. That's what they do. We're gonna get you, if we can get you jigaboos to buy something along the lines of whatever it is with what it is you want to celebrate, well, hey, then let's get them buying some Hallmark cards. Let's get them buying. Buy is what I do believe that's about.
Is Black History a high commerce holiday, though?
Do I think? Absolutely. Are you kidding? Are you kidding with all of the commercials and the ads and Hallmark? Absolutely. I really do. I don't think that, first off, I don't think that my history can be relegated to a month. I think the concept of my oppressor telling me when it is that I get to enjoy or champion all the shit that black people have given is actually mildly insulting. And to try to help Dannon with the point he was making, God bless him, he was trying. It's like the MC Fat Kids Run. He was the point he is making is you ever especially out here, you ever drive by something that has to do with Mexican people and there's throngs of them, hundreds of them, thousands of them, and you have no idea what they're doing? It is because they have a heritage and a culture that is outside of your permission, outside of your knowledge, outside of your participation, and they don't give a fiddler's fuck what you think. They don't. They're on some other shit. Black people are poisoned by the desire to be accepted and championed by white people. Most black people are not mad at what white folks did to them. They mad because white folks don't love them yet.
Jeff, can I ask you a question, Jeff? What do you feel about what Lewis and I were talking about with BET? Like, I felt that Bob Johnson shouldn't have sold, and then, you heard Lewis's part. So what do you think about that part?
Well, I got mixed emotions there because BET the B part was always substantive.
Mm-hmm.
It was always substantive. Remember the shit we went through over
Exactly.
I've never, if they'd have called it buffoonish entertainment television or idiotic entertainment television, I'd have been better with it than the shit that they constantly served up. Remember when they gave $10 million to make 10 movies instead of just giving two movies, $5 million?
Mm-hmm.
It's never really been about. I've never looked at much on BET and been proud to be black anyway.
Right. The only thing, let me cut you real quick. Hold that thought, Jeff. The only thing I would agree with maybe, I don't know if Lewis and TDP feel this way, but I feel by Viacom owning it now, they have put more money into programming. And I think that's great. When people, and the reason that I say what I said is because what we went through, a lot of people don't know, we don't have to rehash it, but what we went through at BET when we were trying to do things that were more on the positive side, if you remember. We wanted to get into it.
Well, bruh, I'll go on and say.
No. Well, hold on, Joe, because I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is because I'm not knocking it now, but the reason that I just felt that we shouldn't have sold it, and when I wanted to reiterate to Lewis, is because I believe we could have taken that money and made, like you said, instead of giving 10 people $1 million bucks to make a movie, give 2 people $5 million to make a great movie, and we could have upgraded the programming on BET that it was black owned. I just thought it should have stayed black owned. Not that it's a problem now. That's all.
Absolutely. Nothing ever bought from black people that is successful is made for it to continue being successful or for longevity. Look in the fashion industry. When Karl Kani was bought, when FUBU was bought,
mm-hmm.
they didn't do like Levi's. They bought that, and 18 months later, all that shit was in Marshalls.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the concept of legacy is what business is supposed to be about. And again, I won't use the name, but Me, Shang, and Dannon Green had a show that if you watch its evolution, it became what The View is. There is a family tree to The View from the show that we started at BET, and we really wanted to do some real journalistic but funny shit. Mm. And we were told.
And remember, it came from the BET show, our show, and then the one that they did with Kim Whitley and the young ladies.
Yeah,
and then from there. So yeah,
you're slowing me down, Dannon. You're slowing me down.
But you missed that part. You didn't. But you didn't say that part.
I didn't.
So hey guys, we feel you.
Okay, yeah.
We feel your pain for BET. I get that. Let it go. It's time to let it go. Move on.
Well, I shouldn't even be talking about it.
You shouldn't even be. Yeah, but you shouldn't even be talking about it anymore. If you're making
trying
a point
to cross
past
the street. Cars keep coming, Lewis.
All right. What I'm saying is that we all should reach a point. We all should reach a point in our career where that's not even a conversation.
This
it's where you are now.
I promise you, Lewis.
Because I'm sure
this
you don't
next
rehash
thing,
all that with when
if
you're.
you hush your face hole, this next thing is very important.
Okay,
I promise you.
All right, go ahead.
We were in a meeting trying to make a better show, and we were told by the top executive at the time, and this is a quote, "Fellas, you're overthinking it. BET is aimed at the ignorant niggas in the South."
Yeah.
That's a quote.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's I'm not.
And I know who said it too.
It's only a few people who are not in show business would understand that. Okay, that's said more times than not. That's said, and they might not use the N-word, but that's said a lot. That this is not rocket science. This is not what we're selling. So that's said on both ends, and I totally get it. So I get what you're saying, but it's said on both ends.
According to the chat room, they're saying that Bob Johnson actually bought what team? He bought
Charlotte
Bobcats.
Yeah.
Another problem.
North Carolina.
Another problem. Why didn't Bob Johnson get together with Ice Cube and start our own shit? This is what I'm saying. Just like the NFL and the NBA, the problem is that the N don't stand for us. Nobody wants to see 22 mediocre, slow white boys do shit. We need to leave. We need a divorce. We keep talking about boycotts. A boycott is when you go over your mama's house and put a stake on your eye until your boyfriend come back to his senses. That's not what we need. As the battered wife of America, black people need a divorce.
All right. Thanks for the call.
Thank
All
Thank you.
That was a Black History moment.
That was unnecessary. All right.
Damn.
I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Dannon Green.
What's the name of the show?
In a man's world.
Where
Tighten
is
up
Jeff?
your belt.
Where is Jeff? Where is
This
Jeff?
is already?
Hey, Jeff.
Damn.
25% of the couples.
Hurry up. We got a playoff game
Don't
tonight.
cut your
Come on.
spaghetti, fellas.
We got a playoff game tonight. Let's go.
I'm listening.
Are you home?
I said I'm listening.
St. John Bosco.
Now what's she gonna
Brothers
say?
coming in the house.
What
Growing
time?
up as a kid, I never understood the things what that did. Like hitting my mama.
I might
Okay.
wanna come.
Did BET,
Oh, we got a live version?
Didn't BET produce this track?
Black owned.
Let me say this for Black History Month. Are you familiar with the brand Hidden Valley Ranch?
Yes.
That was owned by a black man. He sold it in 71 or 72.
Wow.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Just like Famous Amos cookies.
Next week we will have Black History facts.
That was
And
one.
then, no, I'm saying. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say, was this a fact or not? We'll do that. So can you do that?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Fact or fiction?
And whether it was a
Fact or
good
fiction.
sale or
Black
not.
fact or black fiction.
I like that.
Black, whatever.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so I want to congratulate Lou on his gig last week. He did
hilarious.
really, really good.
I heard you almost got beat up.
He did
Yeah, I said
the
those Lakers
warm-up
suck.
for Byron Allen's Comedy and Music Fest.
a lot of fun.
Got to see Earth, Wind, and Fire and Gladys Knight, I think, for the first time
Ever, really?
ever. And I've been to a lot of concerts.
And it's funny because the stage manager wrote it. She came backstage and said, I can't believe I had to stop Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah,
3
that
times.
was annoying though.
I-
It got to the point where
And then
you
stop
as
Gladys
soon
one.
as you start grooving, they stop it up.
And you know what's funny was when she yelled my name, but she didn't yell at Byron. Louis,
You gotta yell at somebody.
Yeah,
You yell at the boss.
Yeah, you don't let the bed pay you.
But nobody laughed.
But
Get it out.
Lewis did a good job. I
Allegedly.
actually took a picture of Lewis
Oh, hilarious.
getting backed up on.
Hilarious. Yes, that was a girl in the audience. Yeah. Hey, I went out in the house. It was fun because they were just, it was cool because a lot
so
of them came.
nasty.
A lot of them
Another
came
one,
back
he really
the second
getting
night.
into it.
What happened? Can you tell the people what happened?
What, there?
Yeah.
No, I just came out in the audience.
Well, that
Every
lady
break I
was-
would come out.
That lady was dancing the whole time.
Yeah,
in the
she was turned up.
audience.
So I just went out and back and it was a lot of the people were there Monday, came back Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that was nice because when I walked out, it was a big applause, and I was like, "Oh, okay, y'all were."
So, P, how was Gladys Knight?
she was great.
Amazing. And Lou was trying to get her. He was talking about he wants to get on her tour.
Yeah, I got a
So-
shot. My name's in the mix.
Now,
Is
you know
it-
what's that's really
I'll
interesting.
I'll definitely stay in Steve's ear. He's
Oh, I went and met because I did this
Did you
first
meet
tour with her.
Steve?
I did a mic and a light. So yeah, Steve and all them, they knew, and her son, and then we called Marcus, and then we called Lionel B. And
Yeah,
it's
B
all
for
about
the
Who
Bay.
Moved My Cheese. That's a good book. If
May
you
I,
don't know that book.
may I say something?
Yes.
First of all, congratulations, Lou, on the gig.
But
But I just find it really interesting, and I think you should. When you do a gig, you should try to hustle
Network.
and get network. It's funny. Last week, you thought I shouldn't have asked you if there was a possibility of performing on that show.
No,
Okay.
no.
yeah, he said that.
Yes, thank you.
No, I'm not saying I didn't say that.
Say what you said.
No, it was in the conversation.
No, I heard you said. You said exactly, Dannon. That was
No,
out
I
of
know
line.
what I
That was
said.
out of. No, I remember what you said. I watched the show.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, and I don't have an issue.
You
But
took
you're trying
that
to get
personal, just
no,
like-
it's not
no, I
personal,
didn't say-
Lou.
no,
I'm
no.
just making a point.
And I was making a joke, just like I was making a joke with Gladys when I asked about when she said that was the old thing about, hey, Gladys is going on tour. I did that with everybody. Boys to Men, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
All right.
So that was just a gig. So no, I had no problem with you asking for
Okay,
a
I didn't
gig.
know because
No.
it sounded like it.
Well, that's how you take
No, I'm
everything.
just,
But
no.
you're sensitive that way.
I ain't
And
talking.
you
It ain't got nothing to do
are-
with sensitive.
no, that-
I watched the show.
Yes, and you are sensitive when it comes to somebody. That's why you bring her flowers because you want people to like you. And
No,
it'll get
wow.
better.
Okay, well,
Whoa.
that's on her then. I guess I don't need nobody to like me.
Oh, see, that's
We'll take your flowers back and let's see.
yeah, but that's
I'm not an Indian giver.
Oh,
that's
that's racist.
Yes, straight up.
That is
yeah,
racist.
it's a native.
Lord,
yeah, it's a
George.
native. It's a Native American
Lord,
giver.
just- everybody knows. Okay, Native American giver.
No, that's still racist.
Damn, we've all said this.
Yeah, no, we've all said a lot of things that we cannot continue to say.
Okay, well let's get off of that because I didn't give her no flowers so people would like me. But I apologize for giving it to her. If that's what you
Because
feel.
that term has been flipped. It was originally European.
I understand it. I
givers.
understand it. I understand that.
You
And
didn't
I
say that.
Okay, I'm saying it now. Understand it. So I apologize if anyone felt offended.
I'm offended.
Okay, well that's on you. I didn't know you was an Indian.
I have an Indian motorcycle.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was one of the most intriguing things about it was actually watching Byron Allen work.
Yeah.
And watch him just do that deal with NBC, and it goes back to
Mr. Weather Channel.
right.
Did
And
you guys
that
ever do
whole-
Comics Unleashed? Did either one you ever do that?
No. Well, he feels I've done it.
Oh.
I told him. He keeps telling me I did it, and I'm like,
So is this
no.
somewhat like it outside of the music? With
You
the
did it, he
comedians?
didn't
No,
hear it.
no. This is straight something he wants to do every month, every week with NBC is a variety show. No,
Oh, okay.
every comic performed, did 4 minutes, and they had everyone co-hosting, the big names.
So they
like
brought the
Fluffy.
next person on?
No, they would introduce Gladys, or they would introduce Earth, Wind, and Fire, or Boys the Men. Each of them would introduce
Oh, Boys and Men was there?
Boys the Men. was
Oh
there.
man, I
So
know
it
a
was,
boy. That's my man.
So it was just interesting watching the way he kept himself center,
Yeah.
but it had every other branch because
Mm-hmm.
he called Keenan. That was the first call. He said. Then he's like, get Cedric. It was interesting during rehearsals just watching him.
So is he going to give you a set?
Yeah, but that's not important. The important thing is that I'm there every week doing warm up.
Right.
Okay,
That's
that's
where my
good.
money
He's in
is.
the house.
And
You are in the house.
Like I told him, I just want to be on the team because eventually you're going to need to put a comic on there. There's enough comics.
Byron's actually a very nice guy. He's very nice. I've known him for a while. I met him at the first time I met him at a fundraiser for Al Sharpton. It was really crazy. Someone gave me a ticket. It was at one of these houses in Beverly Hills, and real tight knit and very open and very cool guy. I liked him. And then I got Comics Unleashed, and he was really nice to me. I did the one when Dick Gregory was on there.
Oh,
No, that's good.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. That's an icon.
Gregory.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. So I know this is
Thank you.
sports. You guys are going to be talking about the Super Bowl,
How
but
you know?
I did want to bring up some some highlights from my perspective. The halftime show.
Riri.
Rihanna's big reveal. A lot of people were kind of dissing her performance, saying that it wasn't high energy. So my thing was, how do men feel about seeing a pregnant woman perform? I think
Well, I mean,
a lot of men had an issue with that.
no, a lot of
'Cause
men.
they're
a lot of
watching
men-
football.
Don't try to throw it on
A
us.
lot of men
See?
was like, "It's not my baby."
up now.
But a lot of men was like, "Hey, man, I wish him the best." What? No, we did not even go there.
Yeah. And women went there at the party I was at.
If you went there,
Really?
if
Yeah.
you went there as a man, then that's something. That's you.
Because most men didn't know. I was
Right.
at the party and some girl was on the phone saying, "They say Rihanna's pregnant." Like while she was performing, it was
if a man,
women.
if a man was
Definitely.
concerned about it, it was because he got a girl pregnant that he didn't want to get pregnant,
Yeah, and she was at the party.
Or he get ready to have a baby or something.
right.
You know, just that intensity of. But if you good, were you good as a man? I'm not worried about being. That ain't my baby.
Those were transgender males had a problem with that.
I don't know who had a problem.
Transgender?
I'm like, Dannon, I didn't even know she was. Matter of fact, at halftime, I got up and was like, all right, good.
Yeah.
We had. I wish we had scored a
But
touchdown.
the women,
Right.
you right off the base, said, "Oh, she pregnant."
Yeah, women were saying it where I was at.
Well, when I first saw it, I was trying to think back to when she had her first baby because some women still hold that baby fat, but not in Hollywood. You see a lot of these
Right.
famous women pregnant, and 2 weeks later they
that
look
doctor's
like
She's
in
real.
it.
Well, she's real. The interesting thing to me, but where I was
Nicole Murphy.
I was at a Philly bar,
True.
and it was all the women were singing the songs. A lot of the white males were singing the songs, and a lot of the brothers were singing the songs under their breath.
Right.
So
And
it's
what were
like,
you doing?
I was clapping.
Lewis was umbrella, umbrella.
No, I didn't.
But
I was focused on the game.
You know she caught some flack though for performing though, right?
Why? Oh, because
Because
she
she-
protested.
Yeah, a number of years ago, she said she would never do the halftime show because of Kaepernick not being in the league.
Well, that was years ago.
Well, yeah, and then she
No, I'm
also
just-
said,
I'm just saying, people
She also
were
said
saying.
she wouldn't date my man
Who she date?
from the Sixers until he was an All-Star. Embiid.
Damn.
She said that because he said he wanted
Well,
to
she
get with her.
having 2 babies by Aesop.
But the coldest thing was her performance outrated the game.
But that always happens at halftime though. A lot of times.
I'm just saying.
I know, but I think, especially as an Eagle fan, I'm just saying,
Sorry
people-
to hear that.
a lot of people watch the Super Bowl, believe it or not, for the commercials and the halftime show.
Non-sports people.
Right.
Non-sports fans.
So I believe she was going to get a high rating anyway because people wanted to see the halftime show and be able to have their opinion about it. So I believe that's why it was higher
I
than...
think it was actually down the middle in terms of the critique.
No, but I'm
There's
just,
a lot
I'm
of
just talking about the
people-
viewership.
I liked
no,
it.
I'm talking about the view. I know what you're
did
saying.
too, Teeter. I thought she did
All
great.
right. I thought it was.
I like Rihanna. She has a lot of great songs.
Yes,
so.
it was good.
And that was the
Congratulations.
bet.
Okay,
Was
so-
what song was she was gonna sing first?
Yeah, she was okay.
I like where she started with.
Bitch better
Better
have my money.
Yes, and people don't get paid to perform at the Super Bowl. I didn't.
they-
know
I don't
that.
know if that's a fact.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
No,
if you
they
could check
don't
that
get
out.
paid.
The exposure.
But the exposure so much. They always say people their
pay
downloads go up so much.
Everything goes
yeah.
up.
Because
All
I
know
think
is
she
all
started
them-
out with putting on her makeup line. Like she was like, "If I'm gonna be up here, I'm promoting my shit."
Yeah, I saw when she was up and she put it on and
You
handed
know
it
who the
back.
luckiest people in the world were? The people, those dancers. They got to go to the Super Bowl
Yeah.
and watch the game.
And Rihanna
did.
doesn't have to work another day in her life. If
Yeah,
she
she's
Okay.
a billionaire
wants
already,
to.
as I said.
Okay, so some history was made in the Super Bowl. The 2 black quarterbacks face off for
Black
the
and a
first
half.
time. Why are in this day and age is there still first black? That's what
European.
that's
It sells.
crazy to me.
It sells.
Well, you got to look at how short it's been. I mean,
It really is
I mean,
true.
I mean, you're only looking at 50, 60, 70 years. I mean, so,
57 years.
you know, so.
Well, Doug Williams was the first black quarterback in the Super Bowl in '87.
Right. He was the first, but they're saying these are the first time both
Yeah,
teams
they
had
had
black
two coaches.
quarterbacks. Yeah.
Johnny.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts tied for most points at a Super Bowl, 20 points. Was it? Yeah, that's what tied. He tied.
I thought it
for
was
that.
28.
Okay.
He
All right.
tied for that point, and then the
threw
first
touchdowns.
ever performance of the Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Shirley Ralph.
Shirley Ralph, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
my
Oh,
Super
wait
Bowl.
a minute. We got to give a shout out to the deaf girl who
Who did the sign?
Yeah, her.
signing.
Her.
Yeah. Her numbers went up.
Yeah, she was into it too.
I
Right?
might get another job.
And
Better
then,
have my money.
right, and then they then they had the country singer Chris. Oh, what was
Never heard of him.
Chris Stapleton.
Oh, yes,
I
yes,
listened
Chris
to. He's
Stapleton.
bad. I listened to some of his music.
I
He's
did, too.
actually pretty good.
Is he the one that
But
sing that
they
one
had
whiskey
him.
song?
He had a signed guy too. There was a country guy. He had the white.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Thought that was crazy.
That's when I knew the Eagles gonna lose. All the Eagle dudes was crying when that dude was singing.
Shut up.
No, they
We
sore.
don't need to hear you talk about the game.
I didn't even want to go there.
Thank you.
I
Go
did.
Anyway, moving on because I know you guys will talk about it more in your report,
Thank
Teeter.
you.
Rest in peace to Plug 2 of De La Soul. He passed away on Sunday at the age of 54.
True gore.
This really hit hard for hip hop fans because De La Soul really cemented themselves, their style, into hip hop. True Goy, as he's also known as, had been dealing with a history of congestive heart disease for many years. So,
you know what his name means?
it's yogurt backwards.
Yeah, yogurt backwards.
Yogurt backwards.
Anybody noticing that we're losing a lot of artists and people in their 50s?
But here's the thing, they just got their catalog back.
Yeah, that's the other part. They just got their catalog back because there was no streaming of any of De La Soul's music, so they fought to get the rights to their music back. So March 3rd, their music will be available on all streaming platforms.
Wow.
So look for that. That's going to be new concert money, new streaming money, so more money for De
Isn't
La
that kind of
Soul.
crazy, though? That's been
Way
happening?
crazy.
I mean, I'm just saying, and it's been a lot of young black males dying in their 50s, these rappers, and, the old school rappers, you know what I'm saying? And a lot, did they all get bad deals or something? Was that just a time?
I think we are more aware of the death of people in our age range now as opposed to years ago. I think just think about 10 years, 15, 20 years ago. Just think about where your focus was and what you were, and now what you're focusing on because things are hitting home.
It's 8 billion people on this rock.
So it's like you think about 20 years ago. What got your attention?
I'm just saying that because a lot of our older entertainers have lived longer into their 70s and 60s. 60s and 70s and 80s. Billy D, Quincy Jones. A lot of these people. I'm saying
but a lot of died young.
Sam Cooke. A bunch of them.
Well, Sam got killed. That wasn't.
Well,
Jimi
giant.
Hendrix.
Yeah,
all
OD.
in their
but it was.
20s.
Life expectancy. Yeah,
it's just part of life. I don't think there's any trend or anything going on. I think people
we're just more aware. People are dying. People we know are dying.
Right.
What about that second part? Did all these guys get bad deals?
Well, that's the whole thing. They say everybody.
Well, in the 90s, I think that people did not realize. They thought rap was a fad.
What about the 80s, though? Is that the 80s or the 90s you're saying?
I'm speaking on the 90s.
Okay.
Hip-hop was still very new, even though De La Soul, they signed in the 80s, but it was very new, and I think a lot of people didn't think that hip-hop would make it this far. And the other thing is a lot of these kids were street kids. You seeing $10,000, $75,000 check put in front of you, you're going to sign off on it if your family ain't eating, if you don't, have a roof over your head. So a lot of that was just poor kids in the neighborhood that never had anything.
But look at what happened to New Edition, and the brother got them.
Yeah, and they were poor too.
And I'm sure, and with all due respect, I'm sure a white boy got the brother.
I don't know.
But here's the redeeming.
If he was able to get them, somebody was funding him.
Well, we know what they did a lot of people.
Here's a redeeming factor. Drez from Black Sheep has a petition going on with rappers. None of them from the 90s and the 80s signed a digital deal. So
I heard about that.
Sell my product, I don't have a deal for that.
Well, isn't that why old boy won that big case? The one that just won 82. What's this rapper that just won 80 million? Wasn't that part of his?
It's your story. I don't
know.
I'm asking you a question.
They got some of them contracts got perpetuity clauses in them too.
Right.
Poetess, what's the rapper that just won 80 million?
Let me look it up.
Thank you.
Know.
And I know one of the arguments was, that's what I'm saying, what you're saying, I was kind of agreeing with it, is that they were putting it out there, but it's like with the commercial stuff. Digital is different than,
Flow Rider.
Flow Rider.
Oh, so what we're going to do going forward, audiences, we're actually going to try to know the name of the person that we're talking about.
Yeah, Flow Rider.
But you're going to tell me I got to get 1,000 streams for you to give me $1. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So the question is to you: is there such thing as a good deal in radio? I
think so. If you have a good attorney to work that out. Now with the digital age, I almost think people don't really need record deals. They need marketing deals, as opposed to. But it just depends what the artist wants. A lot of times, independent artists get paid more.
Right.
than artists with deals.
So who should they talk to first? The kid is sitting at home right now. Not that they would be listening to this show, but listen to a show and they say, "What's the first thing I should do?"
I would just ask around to people that are already in the mix and already doing what they want to do. So if they see another artist out there doing what they want to do, if they see an attorney, they can ask these questions. Or everything is online now. You can read.
Hilarious.
My next story, man steals 2 monkeys
Oh, come on.
from the Dallas Zoo and says he'll do it again. So
Monkey
24-year-old
see, monkey do.
A 24-year-old man stole 2 monkeys from the enclosure. He took them onto the City Light rail system
The monkeys was cool.
to make his getaway. Davion Irvin also said he loves animals and that if he's released from jail, he'd steal more. He was arrested after asking questions at a downtown Dallas aquarium about the animals there. He is charged with 6 counts of animal cruelty and 2 counts of burglary. And Irvin told police that on the night of the January 29th, he waited until dark, jumped a fence to get into the zoo grounds, cut the metal mesh of an enclosure, and took the 2 Emperor Tamarin monkeys.
Some tells me the
He
monkeys wanted
then
to leave.
jumped on the train and took him to his empty apartment, where the police later found Bella and Finn.
You know the monkeys like when they got on the train.
Hey, boy, you
like,
got Bella and Finn in there.
we not gonna Uber. We got to get on the train.
Hey,
Wait,
if you can steal 2
officers-
monkeys, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Officers also found multiple cats and pigeons.
Damn. Well,
How do they
pigeons.
live together? Because I'm sitting right next to my cat now that just got fucked up by some pigeons.
Wow.
Well, hey,
laid
wait,
there.
maybe he should move.
Look, for you to be able to steal 2 monkeys, the monkeys wanted out.
Here's a picture of here's a picture of the monkey thief.
Oh, man. Brother, I didn't think he was black.
I don't want to say this, but
Okay.
okay.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say
Don't
that.
go there.
I ain't gonna say that.
But would you agree the monkeys wanted to get out? Like, yo, where y'all at?
They thought he was family.
Because you get attacked by a monkey.
They thought he was family.
Ah,
They was
damn.
like,
Yeah, look,
Simba!
I didn't-
yo,
What took you so long?
Look, Larry, what
Man, I
up?
told you to take the A train.
Yo,
Come
get
on,
us-
y'all. Mom looking for y'all. Let's get out of here.
Let's get to the
That's
house.
a trip because for him to be able to take 2 monkeys on public transit.
And
told
nobody
you,
say nothing?
They thought they was family. They was like, yo,
No,
man,
I'm
you got some
saying-
ugly
Was
kids.
But
he
think about it.
carrying them on each hip? I mean, how does he do that?
But think about that, though. If you can steal 2 monkeys and the monkeys don't trip,
Did they have a ready pass?
stupid. That's stupid. Actually, though, how did you get? Especially in New York?
Now, if anybody
how
can
did
hop
you get
the
on the
fence,
train?
they can
Yeah,
hop the
yeah.
fence.
But I'm saying,
That's
how did
New
you?
York. I guess they don't really get.
Oh, but you said it was at night, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, so
so
they probably thought he was some little
The
hood
zoo was
kid.
closed. And he tried to take, let one of the cougars out of the cage as well.
and the
Like,
cougars didn't try to get him. Oh man, them animals.
No, the Cougars probably knew the monkey. Monkeys knew the cougar. Yo.
Now,
Yo,
this is
yeah,
in
yeah.
Dallas? This is in Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas.
Oh,
All right, cool.
that's funny. He's saying the monkeys do the cougars. Yo, man, don't eat him, man. He
Yeah,
could.
man.
He
He all right,
getting
man.
us up
Getting
out of
us
here.
out, yeah, right. Yeah.
Yo, he
No,
getting us
the
all
monkey
up
probably
out of
said,
here.
let's go check with the cougar. He said he
Yeah,
wanted
check
to
the
go.
cougar, yeah. Yo, you still want to go? I changed my mind.
Right.
I don't think you can get this food I need.
But that was like the same thing, that video we showed a while ago when the girls took those monkeys out the cage and they went right in their arms.
Wow.
Yeah.
They did monkeys, though, but they ain't do no
domesticated.
gorillas. Gorilla be like, you gonna stay.
Yeah, they killed Harambe or whatever.
I felt so bad when they
Yeah,
killed him,
Ron,
man.
babe.
Killed that brother. Killed that
Is
boy.
the Brett Favre story in your news report?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so Brett Favre is suing Shannon Sharp
Yeah.
For
amongst
what?
others for that whole welfare scandal incident, suing him for defamation. He's also suing Shad White, who's the state auditor who revealed that Favre was linked to the alleged fraud scheme. According to the suit, Shad White, the auditor, has carried out an outrageous media campaign of malicious and false accusations against Brett Favre. But White and his media relations team say everything White said about Favre was true, and they have the facts to back it up. And he's going after Shannon Sharp because he said he accused him of doing the welfare fraud on his TV show. So yeah. So I don't know. Can he get money for that?
Hell yeah.
We about to find
Why?
out.
If he's found guilty of
If
doing
he's
the crime.
guilty, yeah. But if he's found innocent, he got a lawsuit.
Yeah, well, they're saying that Brett is still looking to distance himself from this welfare fraud scandal in which $70 million in temporary assistance for needy families were given to rich people, including Brett Favre. So,
Hey, did you do the other story?
what?
I think it's important too. The Michael Irving story.
No, I didn't get that one.
Okay,
I have
you
one,
guys know about it?
What? Let me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Then we do it.
Finish this up by. This is reaction when the Eagles lost.
Oh Lord,
This is
oh y'all saw this.
I got too much fucking money on this shit, man. No! Move, man. Real talk, man. You don't fucking understand. Fuck your bet, man. You pay me, man. Fuck out my face, man.
Skit. Because that either that's his house or it's a skit.
Yeah, because the TV came off the wall too fast, too soon.
And he had another television in the back. Okay,
We just doubt everything we see. Everything we see is a doubt.
Now wait a minute. 'Cause you know how I know it was fake? Because the girl walked to them.
Yeah.
When he was grabbing my man. The girl walked to him. That if you don't
Maybe
know that's
she in
happening,
shock.
no, if you don't know that's happening, you flinching. She didn't flinch.
I'm with you on this one, Lou. I think it's a skit.
Because when he grabbed my man, my man didn't even fight back.
And it didn't look like that was his house. So whoever house that was, they're gonna let you. Yeah, that's my man. You gonna fuck up my TV?
Maybe they were doing drugs.
No, it was good. It was a good direction though. I love the directing.
Well, can we talk about that Michael Irving thing real quick?
Us in sports.
Okay. Will you?
If you relax.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know it was, bro. We should have told
Okay,
you.
I just have a few videos and then y'all can move on to yours.
Attitude.
I love America because I was literally a welfare baby, food stamp baby, and now I'm blowing bubbles in the backyard with my baby in this like gorgeous, gorgeous house. All because I was a house. Dream big.
Because she was a what?
Ho.
Oh, I thought she said host.
A 304.
Well,
that's whole upside down on the page.
Wow.
For those who don't know.
Yeah, because she said she was a ho.
Well, she did
Well,
it.
prostitution is the
did
first
it well.
job.
Yeah, it's the number one. Yeah.
She did it well.
In the world.
Yeah.
I hope it.
So she ain't saying nothing revolutionary.
Yeah, tell me something.
Yeah. Only problem I would have with that is if someone would be commenting on TikTok if she gets mad at them. Because you know how some people say, don't judge me after they show you all of their goods. Mm-hmm. Don't judge me, God. Only God. Like, you got everything hanging out with it. So, but she's a hoe. She a hoe. She says she is. So.
Okay, so you guys remember back before social media, if somebody wanted to get back at a girl or a guy, they'll put in the bathroom, call so-and-so if you want a good time. Well, here's a modern case of that.
Stranger after stranger, one after another. Why are they walking up to a nice lady's home and ringing the doorbell? They're all uninvited. So, who are these guys?
What can I do for you?
I'm here for Nikki.
For who?
For the past 9 months, Elaine White has been inundated with total strangers showing up at her front door in Plano, Texas.
There was a gentleman sitting on my bench out front with a 6-pack of Miller Lite, and 6-pack of Bud, and 6-pack of Heineken, and a bottle of whiskey.
Open the door.
No wonder they're coming
Elaine's
over.
house is the best little whorehouse in Texas, just like the famous Dolly Parton movie.
Lots of goodwill and maybe one small thrill, but there's nothing dirty going on.
Men are literally showing up at your door looking for a prostitute.
That is correct. My address had been given out on a sex website that men go to.
Open the door.
And they pay for sex by Venmo, and then they give them an address. and it's mine. And then they come here.
I was supposed to meet someone here.
For drugs or sex?
Second one.
You have to be scared. Strange men showing up at your door.
Don't be scared. Be prepared. And that's.
Look here, little lady. I'm here
You
for
gotta
some
admit,
sugar
that's funny.
tail.
That's funny.
He said some
This-
drugs or some sex.
He
What
said,
you doing,
no,
lady?
but how he said it though. The second one. Oh my God.
What?
Look, lady, I paid for some sugar tail and I'm going to get it. You hear me?
Some sugar tail.
Amen.
All right, here's one that's
knock,
been
knock. Who's there?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Go ahead.
Here's one I'm gonna kind of skip through, but it's kind of long.
Same thing she said.
This is floating around the internet about this Uber driver.
I'm calling. Go to Uptown.
Don't call me back.
Go to Uptown now. You're making me uncomfortable. Go call the cops.
Call
Uptown.
them. Call them. Call them
Go to
right now.
Uptown. Stop
Call
it.
them.
No,
You
I
call
want
them.
this man to go to Uptown.
You call them.
Go to Uptown, dude.
You call
I'm
them.
not-
Let's see who's
Uptown.
gonna get off. This was an
This is not my
off.
home. And it literally pulled over in the middle of the sidewalk and won't drive me home. No. No, there's nothing happening. Fuck you, bitch! I can't even get out of your car, you asshole! Can you open up the fucking door? Get me out! I can't leave! It's not opening, you dumb fuck! Some black man assaulted me.
Oh my God.
Because he won't let me out. There's a black man that punched me. I'll send 5 bucks to the town. Please send the police. He's waiting. Please send the police for the black man that punched me. It is head to a there is a Corolla something here. It's something. It's a Prius. A silver Prius, and a nigger punched me.
Oh shit.
Silver, and a nigger punched me. A fucking black nigger punched me.
Black double negative on us.
When are these type of incidents gonna stop?
When we stop picking them up.
And we stop showing them. I mean, it's just the point of, it's like we sit up and watch.
I thought
this
the driver was Indian.
and we laugh.
Yeah, he didn't look black.
We laugh at. I mean, it's just the trauma. It's
Not that
kind of
black
like
people like
it's-
niggers,
No,
but
I
I'm
mean, but
just
it's
saying.
kind of
But
like
we laughed earlier because we didn't know that was going to end like that.
Well, no, I mean, I'm thinking like with black men, people don't understand that. Like, it's always they highlight the trauma that women go through.
Right.
And the whole thing of black women go through, and if a man's yelling at them and all that, never the trauma that when a black man's watching is knowing my time is coming. I don't know when it's coming, but every day I got to wake up and prepare myself for something like this.
Absolutely.
This ignorance and how I'm going to react, and even the subtle stuff, and then you walk in your house and you getting the same stuff.
And that's why you absolutely right on that part. But that's why TDP's going to talk about it. But that's why I brought up the what's name situation with Michael Irvin. That's all.
It's just like they found out.
And why is that? But why is that though? Let me ask you that.
Well, when my man Jay Williams was asking Stephen A. Smith if he had a problem with Kyrie and Irving, he said no. Then when McAfee asked him,
he said
I got a problem with
yeah.
him, and it goes deep.
Right.
So that's our own trauma. We can't get out of our own way.
Right.
And you won't admit it when Jay was trying to get you to admit it that you got a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
But when the McAfee did it, you like, okay.
But something like this is worse because this is what happens. Every black man in the country, in the world, but definitely in America, has to be aware of this type of situation.
Yeah.
Even you could be at a bar and I mean, I know you don't drink.
It was a good thing the guy was videotaping. Though.
Yeah, but I'm saying you could be at a bar and you
Same
go,
with the
excuse
guy that
me.
was bird watching.
Yeah, right. The bird watching dude, but also like for instance, if you at a bar and you say, "Excuse me, ma'am," you touch your arm a little bit, and you trying to get your drink. Anything, it can come out of anything.
I mean, you vary something. You have to, even when you're in the elevator, you cost yourself. Do I need to get on this elevator?
Hey, dude,
I just look straight ahead. You don't even say something. And you feel bad because some people are just nice and they say hi to you. You don't know where it's going to go.
Let me ask you a question, TDP and Luke. Do you guys, because I do this now, and I got this from Keanu Reeves, so I want to see what you do. Even when I take pictures now, like if I'm on the road or like when I was overseas, gone, or even here, and at the end of the shows, people want to take pictures with you, I don't put my hand, I used to put my hand around the woman's waist.
Right.
You know, I don't do that no more. Mm-hmm. If I do put my hands around them, it's like on their shoulder blade.
Right.
You know, do you guys find yourself being more aware of that?
Oh yeah, I don't have.
Of course.
No, I don't. If you're not family,
I don't take
and all
pictures with Sun Dodgers.
All right, here's my last photo, and I thought of
Sun Dodgers.
Ice Cube on this one.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They got snakes out here this big.
Should have thought of Samuel Jackson. Look at that. That's a big ass snake.
Snakes.
Man, they ain't even tripping. This is what they do.
They gonna
It
eat
was
them.
mating season.
They gonna eat them.
That's
What, you mean the snakes?
Yeah,
That's what
why
the
it was
guys
ball
do.
like
Where was that at though? What country?
I don't know.
It looked like down
Like
South
Brazil.
America. Yeah, it looked like it.
I went to the vet the other day because I took one of the cats because the bird got him. But there was somebody
some
who
soft
brought
ass
their
cats.
snake into the vet. He ate 3 mice and he hasn't eaten in a month and a half since then. Is he
fool.
okay? Like, but don't snakes only eat like once a month or
Yeah,
so?
In the
they do.
wild.
Yeah.
Why didn't you ask the guy that?
Yeah.
You asked.
But what I did
She said,
learn
yeah.
at the vet is people really do love their pets. It's a trip. It's sad.
It is.
Now, which one you go to?
Do you have insurance?
No, I'm like, oh
You
God,
went out of
I
pocket?
need to-
It's not me.
yeah,
She
I came
adopted
out
these
the-
things.
I
And you
did.
didn't get no insurance on them?
No.
These cats on the state. She getting a check for these
That's
cats.
hilarious.
You know the pigeons around here is rough. These ain't no park pigeons.
I know.
And
So what happened was every day around 2 or 3, these pigeons come that are on top of the studio roof, and the cat has food outside. So they come down and they start pecking away at his food. So the cat saw it and start fighting him. And we came the next day. There was like feathers all over the parking lot. So we thought he got the best of the bird, but
Shit.
turns out,
got jumped.
yeah, he got his paw infected. So I had to take him.
Now, you sure they was pigeon or crows?
They're pigeons because they hang right there on
Guess
the
he
corner.
gave up his cornbread.
You want your cornbread?
Anyway, that's
we gotta
it
worry
for
about
me.
him protecting us. Here.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
When you just talk about practice, we sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
I wish one of your guys had children if I could kick them in the fucking head or stomp on their testicles so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I have.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass. You won't do shit with this guy.
Come on, we look like the damn bad news bears.
Let's just get to it. Kyrie Irving went to Dallas.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
He'll go with Luka because he needs some help. They lost a good game last night to Sacramento. Whatever. LeBron is the all-time leading scorer. Let's get that out the way.
Can we make a mention about Kyrie?
Sure.
I don't know how you guys feel. I went to go see the first game he played, the Clippers versus Dallas.
Right.
Kyrie's one of the baddest motherfuckers. Isaiah, in terms of point guards.
Right.
I would go, in terms of handles, Isaiah, maybe Rod Strickland.
Rod Strickland's his godfather.
Yeah, but people like to say Jamal, but Jamal wasn't a point. That's one reason I'm not using it on his
He's a big
handles.
guard.
Right. But Kyrie dropped 25 on the Clippers so easily.
Uncle Drew.
I mean, this dude I think he's one of the, outside the head case, he's one of the best guards I've ever seen.
I don't know about a head case, but.
Well, in terms of being involved in things.
We're all involved in things, Dannon.
Right.
We're all involved in
They just
things.
label him as far as being a head case. Why is he a head case?
They label me a troublemaker.
I'm just, okay, whatever they label him as, he's a hell of a guard.
But why you got to repeat their label?
Because I wanted to.
Okay, that's not fair to him.
Well, it's not. I'm not downing him. I'm just saying.
You are. If you say he's a
No,
head
I'm
case.
not. A lot of people talk about why would they not get him, and I posted. I don't care what it is. I would sign him, and there's not a person I don't think or team in the league that would not really want to sign this guy.
That's called a backhanded compliment.
Right, because the whole thing of listening to you about how black people need to keep uplifting each other. And
Yeah,
you just
we
hit
should.
him with
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
But
Well,
why? Why would you even?
Well, it's funny.
I mean, what
I
is
guess.
No, I mean, I'm just
No,
trying
no.
to figure out what has he done?
I know you came back about an hour later with something that happened.
No, but I'm just trying to figure out why you would.
Because.
And
That's
to come back an hour later
because
means
that's
that
what
I
a lot of
remembered it.
people have the issue with him on. I don't have an issue with him on
But
that.
that's what I'm saying. Why are you repeating?
I just wanted to. I just did it.
That's not fair.
Well, life isn't fair.
You just want to put it in the universe.
Yes.
Right. You just want to put it out there for what?
Okay.
When
Well,
people do that to you,
because
and you don't like that.
I was making a point that no matter what people think about it, let me put it that way, he is one of the best guards out there.
Yeah, right. Because now you're not calling, but see,
okay,
you don't
is that
like
good?
people to label you.
I didn't label him, and I don't like people to label me.
You said he's a head case. You did.
Okay.
You
I said
labeled him.
whatever people think of him as a head case. I
That's
didn't
not
say
what
he's a
you
head
said.
case.
You
I
said-
did not say he's a
People
head
think-
case, but you didn't hear me say that. You didn't see me hear me say that.
People think he's a head case.
Okay, let me rephrase that. No matter what people might think about Kyrie, he is one of the best point guards I've ever seen.
There you go.
And I don't think I wish the Lakers would have gotten him.
Right.
You? Shit, I wanted them. For real.
Mm-hmm.
But you said I went to the Clippers game. They played Dallas. Kyrie was there.
I said what I said.
He gave me what I wanted.
I said what I said, and I was right behind the bench. Can I say that?
But you didn't say that at the game. Kyrie, you're a head case. You didn't
Well, I
say that
wasn't.
at
I
the
wasn't
game.
behind him. I was behind the Clipper bench.
But you still didn't say it at the game.
I didn't have to. I was enjoying this play.
Would you have said that to his face?
Right.
Who? That? What? If they said depending?
No,
Yeah, I
would
would
you have
have.
said, "Hey man, you're a head case, but you're a really good player."
It would have. I would have needed to say that. We're
That's
talking
my
on air.
point here. You don't need to say it.
Okay, well,
especially if you're
I want to make
you're
sure
Behind, but
that's
if you're
good.
behind the radio.
Well,
you're
then what I'll do is
talking,
make sure that
and you're
from now
talking.
on.
But no, I'm just saying.
No,
you should think
but I
about
want to
it.
make sure. I sure will, and I'm gonna be very observant. Go ahead.
When I met him, I shook his hand, looked him right in his eye, and said, I respect your talent. Said,
Okay, cool.
that's it.
I didn't meet him, but when I meet him, I'll say the same thing you said, TDP, just because it sounded good.
That it?
Now, let's get. Excuse me.
Exactly.
God damn it.
What's up, man? You got it, baby boy.
Michael Irvin.
What's up, man? I ain't saying nothing.
Ooh.
Your hands ain't even big enough.
Everybody want to choke. Everybody want to beat up Lou. You ever notice that?
Look
Everybody.
at him.
Everybody-
Troublemaker, but go
Everybody
ahead.
wanna. There's a lot of wanners.
Michael Irvin.
What is that?
Oh, drugs.
Weed.
Is it potato chips?
Oh, my neighbor bought me a nice little package.
What are those? Edibles?
No, smokables.
Wow.
My bad.
Happy
My
Valentine
flowers,
to you.
my flowers don't
Thank
mean
you.
shit. But go
I can't smoke them. No, I'm just playing. Thank you. No, I do appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Super Bowl week, press runs, junkets, interviews, yada, 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 drinking, partying, yada, yada, yada. Michael Irvin making his rounds. He had a few to drink, but he's going back to his hotel room. He's staying at the Marriott. Seen a couple of guys at the bar. They holler, oh, buy Michael Irvin a drink. Can't, guys, I got to get up in the morning.
Turned it down.
My man see his phone. Are you going to take a pictures? I ain't going to take it inside the hotel. We can step outside and we can, run these pictures. We do that. We come back in, see the lady, they talking, yada, yada. It's all cool. Man, he's from England. He said, Michael was going to the lift. That's what they call him in England, lift. We call them elevators.
Elevators, exactly.
Going to his room. The young lady staffer say he was inappropriate.
Next day.
Security, he out of here, man. We got what's going on, man? He out of here, man. Now he can't stay at no Marriott nowhere for that. He had 3 witnesses. He said,
3.
you bitches look good. No, he didn't say that.
He didn't say anything. And compared to what the witnesses said.
Correct.
And what the video shows, he didn't do anything.
Kept his distance.
Kept his
Spoke.
distance and turned down the drink, like you said, because he had to work the next day.
But he had already been drinking.
Right, and he said it.
that.
He said
Yeah.
that. I think that's terrible. And this is the part that, when I spoke before, if the women are going to charge men these type of things, put their name out there, their name should be put out there as well. Because this woman right now is pretty much ruined him. He got sent home. He wasn't able to do any of the coverage. He's off of the air right now until this situation is cleared up.
But he is suing for $100 million.
And he should.
It's on the books. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, what is it?
He's suing the Marriott?
Yes. And her. She ain't got it, but
well, she's the staff. She works there. So
right.
Her, Marriott,
1 out of 50
everybody.
people.
Pool boy, everybody. Electrician, everybody get
1 out of 50.
What's that mean?
It means you get sued. 1 to 50 people are sued. So you can be in that 50. You could be, like you said, the pool guy. You could be
towel boy.
You could be the guy that checked them in.
Staff.
That's messed up because they didn't even gather all the facts before they took all these things.
But the thing about it, they probably didn't think that these 3 men, who happen to be white men, come up and say, yo, he didn't do it. Because these ladies who happen to be 2 white, they were sitting there. You saw them. There were 2 white women. Mm-hmm. They were the ones, and they were laughing. This is what kills me. They were laughing. How you gonna laugh, have a conversation, leave, and then you're gonna accuse a man of something doing like that and ruin it?
Hey man,
But this
it's
is not his
progressed
first rodeo.
to that.
No, it's not. But
I'm saying you keep in mind what happened hundreds and hundreds of years ago to us. So I mean, this is they can laugh now because it's it's no.
But to your point,
on a point.
we can't label him like we just said here just because it happened to him in the past. You can't keep holding something to a man's feet to a fire just because something happened in the past.
But this is why I say this is not his first rodeo, because the last when he was playing didn't happen.
He beat that joint.
So when he was walking to the car and all the reporters was out there, he said, "Give me the same energy on your retraction.
Saw that
you gave me when you was putting it out there. Give me that same energy." So he's like, "I'm fed up at this point. I'm not doing none of this. I'm a changed man."
Yeah.
And then you still want to hit me with this? Okay, I need that. Run that.
But
and I ain't mad
but
at
this
that.
is an example of just like what we saw here with the lady in the Uber.
Absolutely.
It's getting, and black men, we're a target. Right. Whether we have money, if we don't have money. And it's a shame. And I believe there should be a law.
They saw Dana White knock his wife out.
Didn't do nothing.
Tag her.
And he got the slap thing going on.
Tagged her. All right.
And he didn't and you know what? And he talked about it, and ESPN and all of them didn't do anything.
But here's the thing, right? So I don't know how many days he's been staying at the hotel, but I'm sure she's seen him coming in and out, people on him and everything. He's having a good time. He's probably got a nice suite and everything. And that's offensive to some people.
Right.
That's offensive.
Right.
So I need to get close to him to get an allegation on him so I can just ride it out.
Right. But you also know that happened to you also know that just happened to two former Ohio State football players, right?
Speak on it.
Well, two former defensive backs from Ohio State, and this is very interesting, were accused of raping this girl. Mm-hmm. She went in and accused them of raping them.
Right.
This happened in 2020. So they kicked them. She accused the two
guys.
players. Right. They did have sex with her.
Okay.
They got kicked off the team. They got arrested. They were being charged with rape. Mm-hmm. Okay, told to they were getting 25, 30, whatever they was going to get. You know how they do that right off the front.
Right.
But what they did is what Ohio State athletics does to the players, ask the players to do, is to start getting a videotape of someone saying, this consensual sex that we're about to have.
Right.
And he had videos from her both times. From both guys the same time. She banged them at the same time.
Right.
Problem was she decided that she wanted to tell because she felt embarrassed about what she did.
Absolutely.
But look what happens to us again. These guys lost their career. Now I'm not saying they should have did what they did, but I can't. I ain't gonna tell no 22-year-old kid what he shouldn't do. You got a girl there and you with your boy. Mm-hmm. But it's just the fact that can happen. And this is what I would tell any young person or any older person that even if you meet a girl and you on a date with her, it sounds crazy, but I would say, hey, I know we're gonna get together. You mind if you just say on my phone that you down to get down with me? Because it's too easy to happen. It's a shame how our lives are being ruined and destroyed off of lies. And before, like you said, found innocent, you're found guilty.
But I think Bow Wow has an app with that. You can download I think Nick Cannon.
Oh.
Or Bow Wow, one of them. It's an app that you can download with everything that you might want to do. You can check off the boxes. You sign, she sign.
I think it's better to get video. I know what you're saying. I'm not knocking the app. I'm saying I think you need to have that video.
I'm just saying there are ways out there to protect yourself.
Right. But what do you feel? Let me ask you guys a question. Do you feel when this happens and when a woman does that her name should be exposed just the way the man's name should be?
Absolutely.
Lewis?
I just
asked.
No, I'm just telling you. In my opinion, it's dicey. I don't.
Because
why
some
not?
women are repeat offenders in this type of hustle.
I think if they do it, women will stop doing it more.
Well, I think
once
they
women
should be held accountable.
And their name should be out there, right?
False accusations.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't see what's dicey about that myself.
It's like the Emmett Till lady. She's still
living.
I've seen a report this week that they found the arrest warrant that they had for her arrest that was made decades ago.
Right, in the 50s.
And now the family is pushing for them. The arrest warrant was never served, so now the family is pushing for the arrest warrant to be served, and she's well into her 80s now.
They're not going to arrest her. They should, because they arrested when the persons from the German war, the Nazis. They just had one, and he was like, it was he or she. It was she, and she was in her late 80s. She was a receptionist or a secretary in one of these camps, and they got her. So they should get this lady too. But I don't. Let me ask you a question, Lou. Not to cause anything. Why is it dicey that you think that the lady's name shouldn't be put out there?
Well, because you don't have to. I don't have to offer an opinion on everything. So I mean,
you know,
I just don't have to. I mean,
okay.
It's like you said,
to me, that's
because
being
I
rude.
want to.
No, but I answer it. No, think about what I just. I asked you a question. I didn't say your opinion. I said, why do you said it? You gave your opinion. That's dicey. So I'm asking you, why do you feel it's dicey? But you're going to come back and say, well, I don't have to give my opinion on everything.
Well, because
that's rude to me.
No, I just did. I said it's dicey.
And I just asked you, why do you think it's dicey?
Well, that's because you're Ohio State, man. If someone says it's dicey, that's why I don't want to answer it, is the question.
No, that's not what that wasn't why
you said, why do I want to answer it?
No,
what did you say?
You said it was dicey. I said, why do you not think their name should be out there?
Because it's dicey.
And I'm asking you, why is it dicey?
I don't have to go beyond that.
It's a slippery slope.
Yes, so it's dicey. Dicey, that's what, I mean, look up synonyms for dicey. That's what I'm saying. It's a dicey subject. So that's my comeback. That's an answer. It's dicey. Now, if I'm in a more private situation or something like that, or if one-on-one, we outside, I might answer it. But in a public forum, I don't have to answer. My question is, it's dicey. Now, if someone else wants to come up with something, fine. But yeah, that's dicey.
The situation with that's like when Kobe was going through that in Colorado, right? Nobody saw the picture of the girl. So a super duper Kobe fan who was from, I think it was from Spain, whatever, flew down there to the courthouse and got a picture of the girl. Well, got a video of her going into court. Big old tall white girl. So that was the first time we ever seen her because, the dude flew out there to get a picture of this girl, accused this man of raping her.
And she had the rape shield law.
Yeah,
so they couldn't identify.
But you got 4 or 5 different scenes. I just think
but I just think it's very unfair to men, and definitely black men, that we have to continue we can get our names out there plastered through the world, and then the person, no matter who they are, no one wants. They don't put their name out there
because it's the character. Is this dude a rapist? Is she lie about being raped? That character needs to be out there.
But
it needs to be.
But what about the guys?
She would her information will be out there once it's over, because it's public documents. Once it's over, it will come up.
Yeah, but he's going through hell before.
Yeah, well,
that's.
I mean, imagine you're talking about Kobe, or you're talking about
in general,
right? So in Kobe's situation, trust me, he was explaining that to Vanessa.
But he wasn't known as no rapist, like you said. You just said he wasn't known as someone that have done it before. So why shouldn't her name be out there? Because see, you just said earlier.
Well, they couldn't put her name out there during the trial.
But they still
can. But
you can. I'm saying,
the laws to protect.
Yeah, to protect her, because
it's like what happened with Jalen Rose.
Yeah.
And this dude wasn't known as someone that did something wrong.
Right.
And Jay was like, well, why? You put his name out there and you ruined him. Why not put her name out there? And of course, he had to come back, 30 seconds later, and apologize. I just think it's unfair. It's not about trying to put a woman on blast.
Who had to apologize?
Jalen Rose.
Why?
Because he said that he didn't understand why this woman's name wasn't being put out there, right. And they had an issue. The network, someone had an issue with it because he came right back and said, "I didn't know what this, whatever." And
that it was a law.
No, he didn't. It wasn't about no law. He just said about, what was they saying? TDP.
Yeah,
I think
just putting the name.
Yeah, putting the name out there. It wasn't about no law, right?
Right. Now, in the case of a Darren Sharper, who was
a rapist, I believe those women should be protected.
Absolutely.
Those women should be protected. But when you falsely accuse someone and you costing them their livelihood, to me, no disrespect, it's not a slippery slope. You're ruining. You got to remember, it's like what Kevin Hart said that time. I respect Kevin so much when he said why he wasn't going to host the Oscars, and he was on Ellen. And when Ellen said, well, I want you to host it, and he said something I'll never forget. He said, they try to end me,
right.
And I feed people.
Right.
Michael Irvin feeds probably 4 or 5 people.
Absolutely.
So why are these people allowed? Or you got these young kids that you accuse them of rape that they didn't, that might have had a chance to go to the league. Mm-hmm. You're taking money out of these. You're destroying people's opportunities for wealth and family wealth. These people should be exposed just the same, I believe.
Well, let's hope that young men sit down.
No, in
with
those
somebody and talk
situations,
to
everything
some
should
people.
be behind. It should be a gag order on all of it until we get to the bottom.
And that's the problem. There's no gag order on. There's not gonna be a gag order on TDP with Louis Dix. Louis Dix got in a situation. It ain't gonna be no Louis Dix. Oh yeah, the comedian. It ain't gonna be no gag order.
I'm saying something as vile as that situation.
Exactly.
Should be until we rectify the situation.
Well, it's supposed to be because it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
Let's get to the goddamn
because I got to go in
at
10 minutes.
hand. So what?
I gotta hurry up.
If y'all won, you wouldn't have to leave.
Yeah.
Your game's at 7 tonight.
I know. We got we got shoot around at 3.
Well, I hope y'all win, man. You ain't got no extra tickets?
Sure. Come on.
Can you leave my name there? I might come through.
Now, y'all had a 27 to
your name be on there.
27 to 14 lead.
24 to 14.
14 halftime.
24-14 lead, and then the one-legged Mahomes. God damn it!
Thank you. Yeah, man, really, you're taking forever.
Yeah, man,
Go
just
ahead,
rub this in.
Call it on the air.
Gentlemen, what's going on, Kings?
Hey, what's going on? What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, man? I just wanted to touch on something real quick. Listening to the show today and all the, combativeness that has been occurring. I think from my viewpoint, I think where the disconnect is coming for Dannon and maybe Lou, although Lou is, taking a back seat and just letting them have the conversation. I think, Dannon, you have to understand in the same way that you protect what it is that you're aiming for in terms of getting your movie produced and things like that, hopefully getting corporate sponsorship and getting into that Hollywood circle. Lou is chasing that exact same thing. So he's within his right on this, platform to protect what it is that he says. I think we all know the Lou that we are seeing every Tuesday is a different Lou than you guys know personally. And you attempting to drag out something on this platform is counterproductive for what he's trying to do. And that's not to attack you, but I think us as viewers understand that what Lou says and what Lou does is two different things in terms of his career.
Okay, may I comment on that? Nope. 1 minute? Oh, no. Matter of fact, you know what? Hey, I will accept that. I will accept only, because you have the right to your opinion. But my question to Lou was not, I've known Louis for over 25 years, so?
Right.
And unfortunately, TDP that long. But my reasoning was not about trying to put him on the spot. But my point is if we can sit here and talk about men, and in this case, black men, our names being put out there, I don't see I want to know what the issue of a slippery slope is to him of why we shouldn't have the woman out there. It's not about trying to blast women because we don't do that on the show. On the show,
the way I view it.
Okay.
Let me
no, hold on. I didn't cut you off. Hold on. I didn't cut you off. Give me 1 second.
I know, but then
go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is I understand what you're saying completely, and that's why I said I wasn't attacking you.
No problem, brother.
What I'm saying is by having him answer that question is going to put him, pigeonholing him into an opinion. And on that opinion, men not going to go on Twitter and try to cancel his shows with Craig Robinson. The women who's going to say he's victim blaming and all this other stuff that goes in today's society and PC culture. You see the conversations he had with Peyton that he's learning and he's growing. Agree or disagree with the lifestyle or whatnot, but he's growing and understanding what's taking place in 2023. So pigeonholing him into an opinion can be taken from this platform. So it's best to be neutral, knowing what direction he's trying to go in. And so, again, I'm not saying right nor wrong, but I understand the perspective in which he's offering you.
Okay, no problem.
Now, can I say this? You said pigeon twice. Could you not say that because the cat got beat up by a pigeon? And I don't want Poetess to sue you.
Yeah, these pigeons are kind of tough around here.
Pigeons got guns.
Brothers have a blessed one, man.
All right, man, thanks for the call.
You as well.
You done with your sports? I gotta get out. I got a game in 3 minutes. I got it.
Yeah, Eagles lost, basically.
All right, good. Okay, we all know. Hey, good luck tonight.
Send these videos. There's a couple of videos I wanted to play. That's the end of his.
This is a good one, I thought.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you thought. Oh, yeah.
Some food. This lady texted me and say,
wait, let me do this.
I said, hey, bring me some food. This lady texted me and say, she sent me an Apple request for $100.
I saw that, yeah.
I replied with Apple Pay and sent her $1. She says, you forgot 2 zeros. I say, I sent all I could. She said, okay. Now, I was waiting to see if she was going to bring me some food. The food never came. The text message never came. Like, hey, I got you some food. That never came. And I made a decision right there. It's over. It's over. You don't care about my well-being. You don't care that I'm hungry. You don't care about.
Now, I have to lay out money. I know if I said the code 3, I'm hungry, food is there.
Exactly. So I don't know if it's these new age women or not, but I wouldn't have sent him an Apple request. I would have just got the food.
Let me text you right now.
How many times has he probably taken this woman out to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I dig about code 3. She's a good person.
Let me say this to this whole the texting thing. Like, me young ladies, like, are you coming to see me? Yeah, I'm coming to see you. Then they text you 4 or 5 times on your way there. Could you stop and get some blunts? Could you stop and give me something to eat? Could you stop and do this? Could you stop it? Like, what is that about?
Wait a minute. After
I'm
which,
guilty.
Okay, let me say.
That's what I'm asking. What is that about?
Okay, after which request?
You never thought of none of that while we was talking. None of this while we was talking. But soon as...
So which one do you know, and you know you're going to hit it after which one?
I'm going to hit it anyway. But I'm saying... What I'm saying is...
But if you don't do it...
You don't say none of this while we on the phone talking.
Right.
As soon as the phone hang up, then it's the...
The text is coming, yeah.
Like, for real?
Do you do it?
Sometimes. If it's en route. If it's en route.
Okay.
If it's en route, I'll do it. If it's en route.
Okay.
You got time for one more video, Lewis?
But don't tell me they got cookies and creams way over here and it ain't over here.
I got time. I ain't got to leave right away.
Now,
That's my
let's
alarm.
bring you into this equation. Gender, what are you?
I'm a cisgendered man.
What does
That's
that
what
mean?
I'm going
Uh-oh,
to.
look.
So that means if you were, so you were born a woman, and therefore you still identify as a woman, so you're a cisgendered woman. How you
What-
were
what
born
am I?
originally. Well, I assume you're a cisgendered
I'm not a
man,
cis
Piers,
anything,
if
mate.
if I may assume.
I'm not a cis anything.
Well,
I'm just a man.
Well,
What does
if-
cis mean?
well, that's
Are you
be a
insisting
man.
on calling me something I'm not?
Well,
there are
there are
100
lots of other
different genders
identities.
on this BBC list, apparently. Right? What is
Damn.
neutrois?
Oh, come on, are we going to go through all 100?
Do you know any of them?
I need
Well, I
to
know some
know
of them,
what
yeah. But look, here's my
99
Mate, you've come, no offence, you've
No,
come
no,
on
no.
national television to defend the BBC, telling kids there are 100 genders. I'm now reading out a number of these 100 genders. A, you've never heard of them. B, you've no idea what they are. But C, you want to encourage the
Hang on.
BBC to instruct our kids that they should be one of these genders.
But
it is nonsense.
It's
It's
confusing
a fad.
people.
It's confusing everybody. Everyone is offended by all this terminology, right? Actually, I'm offended by you calling me a cis man. I'm a man.
Well,
Yeah! Woo!
We just got so much to learn.
Yeah, 100 genders. Where?
my
What
gosh.
the? This is just ridiculous.
Pronoun.
No offense, but I know a lot of gay people that don't subscribe to none of this.
And that's what's going to happen. We're going to need a pamphlet. We're going to need to keep
That
educating
was your
ourselves.
job.
I'm right to write the pamphlet, and it's just that's why I love Jason Stewart, because he's a funny gay comedian that just tells his truth
Yeah,
about
I mean,
about
most of the gay people
not
I know,
understanding the
they're
whole
not,
thing.
They
also.
don't subscribe to that. They're just as confused as heterosexuals with all this.
And
Who
Andre
is coming
Kelly.
out with this shit?
Well, I mean, bottom line, it's a lot of things we were not prepared for, and unfortunately, it's going to go beyond us. So I feel for what these young people got to relate to. I mean, using a key is going to hurt somebody's
It's
feelings.
just confusing.
Yeah, you shouldn't use your key.
Kids are-
Don't come in my door. Knock first in your own house first. You're gonna have to knock in your own house before you turn the key because Dad comes in too loud or Dad listens to me. I mean, it's gonna be, you even now when you say Dad, you got to figure it out if which one is the dad. If it's two men you're talking to all the time. Now we got kids coming up. Dad will be male will be talking or they or them be talking, and then somebody else come up, and then you realize at one point, oh, I got two dads.
Now, as a cis male, do you agree with all this?
It's not a thing about agreeing. I don't understand it.
Do you agree to understand it, or you agree to don't understand
No, I
it?
agree to continue to try to understand it. Just like, okay, if you saying I'm a cisgender and I look it up, cisgender male, I thought at first I was just a male. When I looked up which chromosomes I had, and then now you're telling me I'm not that, and then now it's how I feel. Okay, how do you feel? Okay, well, none of that's really all of your business. of how I feel.
Right.
Like, I don't really want to need to know how you feel, but you feel like I need to know how you feel.
That part.
So I now have to cater myself to how I really feel by saying, good morning, how you doing, student?
Yeah.
Why? Because you're a student in front of me. How you doing, athlete?
Right.
You know, I just got to go there.
Now,
You
do
know,
you get
everybody's
anybody-
coach. All males are coach, and females.
Have any student correct you about address it? Like,
Yeah, the gender, yes.
oh, okay.
We had a volleyball player, and you just like, okay, that's they or them. And what happens is you go talk to, if you feel something, you go talk to the sports psychologist.
Gotcha.
Say, hey, where I am with this athlete.
Yeah.
And like I said, it hasn't come into our game yet.
Right.
But it's coming.
It's coming.
We're going to have to deal with a kid saying, I want to get dressed in this locker room.
I think they and them, it just kind of gives me the feel of those people.
Yeah.
Like it's really kind of.
Hey, man.
So, Dannon, as a wet male, how do you deal with pronouns?
Because it's a slippery slope, I will not discuss
Slippery
this.
slope.
Yeah. On
Well,
both ends.
but
Slippery
that's-
will heal my lips and slippery slope.
But that's one of the things I think, especially if you go to decide you're going to get into television, you're going to get into speaking, you're actually going to have to work on knowing and get that initial click. Perfect example. And I was thinking about you when it happened. I'm on stage doing this stuff. And I got the joke about if it's got black slapped off of you. It's like, you got blacks. I thought all black people were evil. And if you were albino, I thought you killed somebody.
Right.
Now, the boss, his son is albino. Now I'm on stage, getting ready, just hit the laugh with slap the black off you. I turn. I
saw the albino
I
print.
see it. Hey guys, enjoy Bureau, come right back. We're gonna have you come right back.
Stuttered.
I have one more video that Jeff sent,
I was like,
and then
wow.
we'll wrap up, guys.
Well, you didn't play his intro.
He's not here. And Lewis is in a hurry.
No, I got time.
Then what was all that drama?
No, go ahead. I just want to.
He's an
A
actor.
99-year-old man just divorced his wife
I
of
saw this
77 years
Good.
because of infidelity that happened
Give them
60 years
streets.
ago.
Oh,
The man
wow.
found letters exchanged between his wife and former lover in an old chest drawer days before Christmas. When he confronted his 96-year-old wife, she admitted to the affair that happened 6 decades ago. Despite her best efforts to convince the husband to stick with their marriage, Antonio proceeded with the paperwork. Once
right,
finalized,
Colonel
they will
Sanders.
become the oldest divorcees on record. What would you do in this?
That sounds like Lewis.
No, that sounds like Dannon. I was sitting there thinking, Dannon. Dannon is the one that we hold. That Dannon will be the one to be like, wait a minute, I found this. No.
Oh, but in terms of this? Oh, yeah, she gone.
See?
So my question. Okay,
I'm
my
with you,
question.
too. I'm divorced too. Yeah.
Okay, my question would be, here's my question. Why would you have these letters that long? What do these letters mean to you?
First of all, oh, that's cool. First of all, I'm struggling that my man took that long to find the letters.
Right.
He probably was legit. Like, I trust my wife. He probably never had a reason.
That wasn't his drawer.
Yeah.
Wait, how old
exactly.
is he? He's probably he's so old. He probably learned about it and then got Alzheimer's and forgot. And now he just learned.
No, something tells me he's old, but he's still sharp to be able to read it. I do the reverse. He's probably sharp, but like, wait a minute. All these years I've been faithful, and
marriage is a lie. Do you think he feels it was a lie?
It had to be. Well, why was she? First of all, we don't even know what was in them letters.
I do.
They say it was.
She
kept them letters.
Yeah.
It
So
was steamy.
He was putting it on her.
If someone keeps that letter, it meant something to them. She wanted to remember this guy. You know what? Go with him.
And the thing
he's dead.
And the
well,
thing
go
with,
with him.
The thing with letters and stuff like that, when you read something,
That's in ink.
It's usually a point
Permanent
where
ink.
you remember
Especially back in
exactly
the
what
day.
was going that day
Right.
and why they lied to you or it didn't happen.
Yeah. Right.
And you know what I'm saying?
Matching
Like,
dates.
Yeah, because one of my ex-boyfriends died, and I spent the whole day like reading all the letters that he had ever written me, and it does put you back in that space and time of the relationship.
I had an issue like that where I was cleaning the house and I found all of these old Valentines, letters from babes, and I was reading it. I was thinking to myself, and I was dating a chick and I didn't throw them out, but I stashed them.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you should be forced to throw them
No,
out.
I agree with you, but if you hold on to something like that, it must mean something to you when you have someone else.
Yeah, and it should, but it should. I mean, it was a different time. I mean, if that other person loves you enough, they should understand.
But it was something in them letters.
Yeah,
it
so
was
do
like,
you think,
I slapped you in the booty.
So do you think if you like kept a lot of like mementos and stuff, that your lover should throw away old letters.
No, I mean
the person could be dead and gone and no interest at all.
Person. No, it depends.
Okay, let me ask you this same question though. But how about this? How about if you keep the letters out? And what I mean by not purposely, but just put them somewhere where they're not hidden. Obviously, he found those. But what I'm saying, like, you have a bookshelf or something, and you got these letters, and then maybe he never looks there, and then one day, hey, what is this? Oh, these some old letters that I had when I was dating Tom, and I just kept them. Now the question is, at least I wasn't hiding them from you. You know what I mean? I love you, but I think when you find it, it's something about finding.
I just think if the letters were recent, that's the only reason why someone.
It's a letter.
I'm sorry, it's a letter post. I don't give if it was yesterday or 90 years from now.
Women have an expiration date. Most women have an expiration date. Men don't. Most women have experience. If it's like 20 years, 30 years, and she's in a beautiful house and everything's taken care of, all that, you chilling.
But see, that's it right there. Because the man's thinking, hold on, I done put you all up.
Right, right.
Are you keeping this dude's letters? What the hell's going on?
All right, go ahead. What else is that?
Dear Poetess, the way you rode me. Nobody want to read that.
Baby, that was 30 years ago.
So what?
I was around 30 years ago.
All right.
Now it's on my mind.
Maybe that's it too, though, TDP. Maybe it's the fact that if she read Poetess, if she read them letters and there's a date on the letters, and in his mindset like, oh, that's the day you said you was going over your sister's house.
Right.
I mean.
If they was married 47 years, that's in the time of our marriage.
Can you play D? I wanted to ask Dannon about that. Oh, D and then B.
Okay, hang on. Let me see which ones those
I thought of Dannon when I saw this. I was like, what?
Could you tell me what they are?
D is Tyson.
Oh, okay. Shit, Tyson's still fire, boy.
Is that real?
I wouldn't even want to catch a mitts from Tyson.
So let me ask you, the guy that's sparring with him.
Not sparring.
What is he doing?
He's not sparring. He's catching mitts with him.
So was that guy ever a boxer?
He could have been. Most likely he knows the game.
So he knows how to get out of. I'm just trying to.
See what you just said is what I mean. He shouldn't even have to be in that position. If I've got the mitts here, this is. If I got the body joint on and the hands, these are the targets. Yeah. If you can't for some reason hit the target and you're going through my face, I'm not catching.
Wait a minute. So right there was real.
Oh yeah. Because Mike ain't playing.
So Mike's in the zone right there.
Man,
How long ago was that though?
That wasn't too long ago. This video was probably 2 years old. I remember this video.
Now, is my man? If he had connected, he's out.
Oh, he's hurt some. Yeah, them gloves hurt.
Now, who's the only boxer, Black History fact or fiction, to come back and fight after losing to Mike Tyson? Only one boxer.
To come back and fight?
Yeah.
Fight him again?
No, to fight after fighting Mike Tyson. To come back and establish a boxing career after fighting Mike Tyson.
Holyfield?
Nope.
Was it Razor Ruddock?
Nope.
I don't know.
Okay.
George Foreman?
No, he didn't fight Foreman.
Larry Holmes.
Oh, okay.
Larry Holmes came back and fought when he went to jail.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Everybody after that retired.
All right.
Well, he fought Ruddock twice, though. He fought Razor Ruddock twice, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men be men. Is she gone? Oh.
Just take care of the cat.
Can't even beat up a pigeon.
All right, I thought of this for Jeff, because Jeff sent a video for me. I sent this one for him.
I say guys went from fight the power to what does Kim have on today? And what I call it is the pacification of males. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about gay men. Gay men, you're gay. I'm not talking about women. I'm just talking about men not standing up, having some balls, and being about something. What's going on right now?
Yeah, I make everybody see and all that you fight the powers that be.
That's real talk.
I thought about you. You said that's what you more or less said.
I've never in my life wondered what a Kardashian was doing.
I know. Now, can you play the last one, which is this? Shut the F up. I died.
Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck ups to shut.
You see the cat? The cat's limping. That cat got his ass. I'm sorry. I ain't even laughing at that. I saw the cat go. The cat go. Hey,
fellas. I heard that comment.
Oh, man.
That pigeon was big.
Right. He going to try to get tough with us.
Yeah.
Oh,
you didn't say it to that pigeon.
Oh, my.
Leave my baby.
You should see the cat. He walking like damn.
When I was in Nam,
I thought he only had 3 legs the way he was walking. Oh man, I wish the chat room. I wish I could look at.
Oh, he wants sympathy.
Let him out. He want to go out.
He ain't going out there. That's the pigeon out there.
He can't go outside for
He
a
can't
couple
go out no
of
more.
Oh, he can't. Oh, because he can't defend himself.
Yeah.
That's right.
He might have to use the bathroom now.
All right, you gotta use the bathroom. We out. Thank y'all.
Yeah,
See y'all
yeah,
later.
peace.
We out.
Before we go, I want to thank all the people who donated. Jackie
bless their
Wells.
heart.
Oh, thank you.
Hold on, I had the whole list. Primo and Dana Dorsey, Stephen Barnes, and Ira Lacey. Again, thank you for supporting the show.
Thank you guys so much, man. We appreciate
And
it.
Seymour, stop
Appreciate
being
it.
nosy looking at fights across from your hotel room.
Hey, Seymour.
All right, y'all have a good one. We out.
We out.
Fuck peace.